it, Delvin.
I just thought we were doing a bit at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a bit either. Wow. Brendan, can you hear me? And I'm assuming you can hear myself and Snerts. I'm seeing us on the thing. I guess
I see our yellow boxes open up, but not like.
Yeah, I mean, we're lighting up.
Delvin end. So, well, hi, Donnie. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, you forced me to watch the State of Play on time. So, it's cool to be part of the zeitgeist and not just a patient gamer who waits for something to go on sale like I usually play.
Yeah, I needed to do that. I am not seeing myself come across my little OBS backup. I think I need to turn my mic on. Man, what a time.
Sucks to have to do like a backup.
Testing. Can
what about
hear me?
now?
There it is. Hi, Delvin.
That is so weird.
Brother.
What happened?
I just clicked it back on the mic again.
Yeah.
There was nothing. Oh my.
Maybe when Snerts joined. Melon's got weird stuff like that.
Yes.
I mean, at first I was coming in too loud or something like that. And then Delvin doesn't even work. Like, we're just firing on all cylinders so far, folks.
So if those of you listen to Shaq know that we had a terrible Shaq experience over the weekend. I did reach out to Melon after the call, and they did confirm that was on their end. They were having issues. They're like, yeah, we're having an outage at the moment. So I did reach out to I reached out to Sean, and I was like, hey, I may have to set OBS back up if we have to leave. But at least, because we're paid through February. And as much as, like, when we do have issues, we can all look at Melon and go, fuck you, you suck. That said, we've had Melon for years.
Yes.
We've recorded a shitload of stuff using Melon. So I don't want to be, like, too harsh. Their customer service does suck. I'll give it that. Yeah. But I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Last week's show would have been fine. We pay for Melon to... Like, when we pay for the service, one of the things they're supposed to do is cloud backup, like our locals. They record locals automatically. So we've always just used them for locals. Like, when we have issues, I just pull the locals, and they're usually always good. Well, Sunday, the locals sucked. We didn't have any locals.
Yeah.
And I actually had to work through their customer support to get a zip file of locals that were... It was a mess. There were like 16 of them. They were unlabeled. They were just in whatever random... Yeah, I had to splice all that back together, Snerts. So what I've done tonight is I have OBS recording the call, like recording this. So I have a local backup if we need it.
Yes.
So if we ever have issues, I have a local backup. Which we should have been doing anyway. You know, like, we've all been there. We've all run podcasts. Like, you run a Simpsons podcast, you run... the Delvin Cox show. Like, we've all done this for years. We should be running local backups. That's kind of 101, but we got out of the habit for it for years because we didn't need to. Right?
Yeah, because
I definitely do not, because Zencastr has been pretty good for us so far.
Zencastr is great. Yeah.
But I guarantee you there's eventually going to be something where it goes awry.
I should be doing that because here's the thing. If I was running the local like I am right now, I would have had a video backup of Shaq that I didn't have last week. Like, we lost that video show. Like, I was able to splice together the audio and I got the show out, and some folks thought it was pretty good, so thank you. But had I been backing things up like I should have, we would have had the video too. So I think the plan is, at least for now, we'll see how it goes between now and February. But before I just throw everything out, I think the plan is to keep doing what we do and just run a local recording for when the times come that we have issues, because we don't always have issues. Well, it seems like we do, but we definitely do not. We record a lot more without issues than people only remember the times we have issues.
Yeah, it's like 15%.
Yeah, it really is. Like, we record a lot of shows, and we have a lot of shows we don't have any problems. You know, so and it's easy. Like, the problem with us getting rid of it is that if I'm not here, this enables the show to go on. Like, we've done that many, many times. Delvin was able to do Shaq. Deb's been able to do a PSVG. You know, like, you or Haley could run a show if you need to. Cadillac. If we just throw this out and go to OBS, then I'm kind of throwing you guys back out on your own.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm kind of throwing you guys back to the wolves. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because you have to learn OBS.
You got to learn OBS, because I'm not going to pay for another service. That was clear. I went and looked at like 7 of them, and they are super expensive. Like, I can't believe anybody's paying those prices.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Melon if the price was that high, which makes me think, Delvin, are they doing this to us because we're on that grandfathered price?
Yes.
Have they just pulled all the dials down? They're like, choke these guys out. Get them off of our stuff.
Pretty sure we're going to be on ad tier, and they're just going to have pop-up ads during our show.
You reminded me of what happened to me today. Okay, so I have Disney Plus, but I
hang on. Just put a pin in that. Captain Awesome says, just upload to YouTube, Donnie. Who cares about Twitch? I actually agree with you. However, just know that we are in the extreme minority on that take. I think, at least in live viewership, 90% of our live viewership is on Twitch.
Yes. When I am watching the show on YouTube, because I usually have it on my iPad while I'm cooking or playing games and everything is there, and I comment, I only feel like I see a third of the conversation because I'm on YouTube, and it's only with posting comments
100%.
Twitch that I get kind of clued in what's happening on the other side. So
and this tool that lets us do that. I used to do this on OBS where you had to either like hook up like different plugins or like do little embeds. Like it was such a hassle to get chat into the video product. You know, that's why these things like Yardstream and Melon, which is Streamlabs for anybody that doesn't know, we just call it Melon because that's what it was called when we had it. But Streamlabs, Talk Studio, Zencaster, like all of those ones, Riverside. I started looking at those prices. They're 20, 25, 30, $39.99 a month.
Because podcasting got popular.
That's crazy.
Paid $216, I think, for the year to use Zencaster, and I don't know what tier I have.
We pay $9.50 to use this.
Nice.
Yeah.
A month. And it's unlimited. And it's no bullshit, no trademark, no nothing. Now, I did want to... I wish I would have done it before the show. I forgot all about it. I want to turn off the cloud recording and see if that does anything to help us. Because that's running this whole time, is it's constantly trying to like cloud record. I can't turn it off while we're live. But I meant to do that. The next time, Delvin, try to remember that. When we do Shaq, tell me to turn off the cloud recording.
Okay, no problem.
I'll put it at the top of the notes. But yeah.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, we're working on it, guys. Hopefully, thanks for sticking with us. Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
So whatever. Like, even I remember like back in the day, TV used to go out all the time. You know, we'd be watching a show, and they're like,
I don't want to say I don't care about the live
show
show so much. It's like, it's the least of my concerns. Like, if we miss a live show here and there, it's like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But when I don't have backups to depend on, like that that's like the security of the whole thing.
You feel like it's like a much easier problem to fix by just doing the due diligence instead of like, this happening again.
I can fix that problem. I could just, because like if Twitch lets us know like, hey, the stream's down, we could just keep going on with the call and then upload it. Yeah. Like you don't get to see it live, but like we'll catch you next week. That's not that big of a deal. Yeah. But not also, having the show is a big deal.
If they were having an outage over at Melon, why wouldn't you send out an email to your customers being like,
their customer service.
Hey,
sucks.
like automated email, like,
and I'm sure I'm actually positive the reason we think their customer service sucks is because we're on this grandfathered in early access tier.
Yes.
Because when I was putting in their ticket, I got a pop-up that they have like a customer service pro sub where you can get like advanced elevated customer support if you pay. It's like an extra $9 a month or something. And I was like, I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah.
That's how the system works for my day job is every time we complain about something or we ask for something to be fixed, they're like, well, it's in the new beta version. And if you upgrade to that today, you'll be able to fix the problem. And I'm just like, or you could just fix it. That'd be nice. It could just work.
I even started setting OBS back up again. I don't know if I have the energy for it.
It is a lot.
Like I used to have scenes and pre-cut labels and everything. If you ever look at our old stuff, I'm not saying it was good, but like there was a lot of effort that went into setting those scenes up. And like as I started this weekend, I was like Sunday afternoon, I was like, I guess I'll just have to do this the way I did. I started setting a scene up for Shaq, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Like I literally thought to myself, I was like, maybe we'll just stream to Discord and call it a day. Like I may just record the Discord call.
Hey, I'm not opposed to it.
But we'll see. Let's see what the local recording does. If this solves all of our problems, then we'll keep doing this. Because at the moment, for what we're paying for Melon, I don't mind paying that out of pocket. And for the listeners of Shack that reached out, there were several of you that were, we'd love to help you. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to us. I also don't want to ask you for money. Lots of podcasts ask people for money these days. I don't want to be another one of those.
Well, now that I know the cost of it, I'm definitely not giving you money.
We had several listeners that were like, hey, we listen to this every week. If you need to move to another platform, we'll pitch in. And I'm like, that's very thoughtful, but I don't think anybody should be pitching into things like that.
Yeah, but I also, man, like from my POV too, like I told you, like in Discord, like hobbies cost money, and
so that's different, I think, than like the listeners doing it.
A little bit of change, like I'm just saying, like
I get you.
I was just joking.
Chaffee's offered the same, so is Delvin. Like I appreciate it. I just don't think it's necessary. But the listeners doing that, I don't think people should pay for podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've kind of had an issue with that.
The ads are like one thing, but I don't know.
Yeah,
like I pay for Ralph Garvin's Patreon $5 a month to have access.
I just generally don't think anything we're doing is so serious
5 days a week.
That we should have like
I think that's worth the value, but
a premium access to it.
Yeah,
right. Who would do such a thing like that?
We have a Discord. These are free things. These are free things. They don't cost anything. Like I don't feel good charging for it.
Yeah, Donnie's not charged for those Patreon like that. Them days.
Well,
now, patreon.com/Delvin Cox Experience.
If you want to send me somebody, be my guest.
Yeah. It's worth it. He has good stuff up there. I don't regret my... I support
I didn't tell you not to support people.
No, but I support 4 podcasts for the $5 a month, and I feel that's perfectly reasonable for the entertainment that I get, and I don't mind throwing some change people's way.
Just knowing that you guys like it that much is enough.
Yes.
I appreciate it, dude. I do.
Yeah.
If it came to that's the only answer, then I'd open that door, but we're not there, and I don't want to get there, so don't worry about it.
I have a little bit of money.
And some of those ads, like on YouTube, like I'm done with IGN. I'm not watching any more of their crap on YouTube because there was 2 Solid Snake back-to-back ads that were unskippable, and then like 2 minutes into the review that I was watching, it was the same ads back-to-back unskippable again. I'm like, nope. I'm out. This is getting ridiculous for some of these, and it varies. It's not every single content creator on YouTube. Like some shows that I watch, I feel like there's like a few ads. Others, like I feel like there's ads like every 5-10 minutes at least.
I'm so sorry. I'm relearning OBS as we go. I wanted to readjust you, Snerts, so I could look you better in the eye, completely forgetting that I already captured a scene and everything. So in my local capture for the last 10 seconds, I moved you half off the screen and back. Cool. It's another thing I've forgotten about OBS. I can't move the stuff around.
He's having fun with stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, video games.
But yeah, I was saying earlier that you mentioning how you got grandfathered in. Mm-hmm. I got an email from Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I was quite interested. They essentially was like, just let you know right now, if you think about canceling this Disney Plus over the Jimmy Kimmel shit, don't, because you're on the legacy.
You won't get your rate back.
Yeah, you will not get your rate back. And
Smart.
And the thing about it is, I don't pay for Disney Plus because I have it with my Verizon plan, and that plan they have gotten rid of a long time ago. My Disney Plus, my Hulu, and Netflix is not Netflix. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN are free. Yeah,
multiple Netflixes.
Yeah, all those things are free for me with my phone plan, and they don't have that plan no more. So they're like, hey, and they keep trying to get me off of it. I'm like, nah. I'm good.
It's like some rent control shit when like the landlord's coming to your door. Hey, ever thought about that?
Delvin knows all about that.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you want to upgrade? We'll give you some. Like, nah, I'm good.
I have a family friend who moved out of her San Francisco apartment finally, and they gave her like a moving fee that she's basically retired on and bought like a house or condo in Jersey. Like it was insane because she's been there since like the 70s, so she was playing some cheap ass rent. But anywho, yeah. Any of you guys been playing video games recently?
I played a video game that people probably want to hear about.
What you playing?
I've been playing Silent Hill F.
All right. I need a drink, but I want to hear this. So let me ask you. Just answer this for me, and then I'll come back into the conversation. Is the combat anything Souls-like that leaked review said it was?
No.
Okay. So it's not Anything like a Souls game at all?
No, it is like a Silent Hill game. That's what.
Okay. All right. So there's this review that leaked out early from, I guess, somebody at DualShockers, I think. All the other games reviewer journalists were writing articles because apparently he basically posted on Reddit like some early impressions of the game. He's like, I'm reviewing the game for DualShockers. Here's like some of my quick thoughts. It wasn't like a review, but because that it broke embargo. Do the game media folks, I'm not sure if you ever follow any of those, like, the IGNs, the VGCs, the Euriga, like these people that write these articles, they lost their fucking shit. They wanted to string this person up, this poor person. They're like, oh, I can't believe he did this. But one of the things he said, he had a bullet point, and he says it's like, he's called it Souls-like. And I was like, I'm out. Like, that blew me for a loop. I was like, are you serious?
It doesn't seem like that mix as well.
Thus far, what I played is not so like it. I played like a Silent Hill game.
Excellent. I'll let you get back to it. I'm going to go get a drink and I'll rejoin you.
So while he's going to get his drink, I will tell you I am about, let's say, 2 hours into the game so far.
Okay.
Gameplay-wise, I like it, but let me add this caveat in because it's an important caveat. I'm playing it on PS5 Pro, and I don't know what happened, but it runs like shit.
Really? So the big fancy toy can't run the game there, huh?
I don't know. Well, I know what they did. It's not running good. And I knew when I first booted it up, right? I'm looking at it like, this looks like the colors look washed out. It doesn't look like right.
Okay.
Like the graphics don't look right. So I went
like your spidey senses were tingling. You're like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something seems off here.
Yeah, the colors look washed out. The character models don't look just right like they should look. So, I'm like, okay, maybe it's because I'm running in like performance mode or something like that. So I don't know if you know this, Snerts. When you have a PS5 Pro, they usually have like 3 modes. They have like performance, they have graphics mode, and then they have PS5 Pro mode.
Okay.
Some games, they do this thing where they take out the performance mode and they take out the graphics mode, fidelity mode, and they just have the Pro mode, and you can only play in the Pro mode. That's what this game did.
And so it's like too much or something like that?
No, it looks like shit.
Right, but why would they have that happen? It's such a weird contradiction.
The Pro mode is supposed to be, it's the best of both worlds. You're supposed to have like the a little bit
high
of
frame rate,
high frame rate,
and stuff like that.
And great graphics. This is not that. I don't know what happened, but on the PS5 Pro, it looks like shit.
That's a bummer.
It looks really bad, and the combat is choppy. Like sometimes when the character like when you're fighting a monster, they'll swipe at you, and it almost gets like in some fights it gets like almost like a fucking stop motion animation. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Ooh, so the frame rates just crash during certain fights. It sounds like
this is not like boss fights. This is like some regular monster trying to attack you. They swing at you. You're trying to dodge, and it just starts clipping and like stuttering. Like, oh, this is not good. So,
PS5 Pro's going through it.
Yeah, this
seems to be a recurring issue.
Yes.
I'm so glad I didn't buy one.
I'm seeing more of that out there. Like, people are like, man, I'm so glad I never bought that thing.
And what made it more evident with me is, so I'm playing a game, I pause it, and I go in the room to ask my son something. I forgot what I was going to ask him. He's also playing it because we got early access for it. We paid the extra money to get early access. He's also playing it. And on his TV, it looks way better. And it's running way better. He's on the regular PS.
He's playing on base station.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks way better and it's running better. I'm like
it's because it's just more optimized for.
Yeah. So I asked
That's
him.
the target.
So I asked him because I'm like, are you playing in performance mode or are you playing in fidelity mode? And he shows me the modes. I'm like, oh, it has all the modes there. Because on the Pro, it only has the Pro mode. I don't know if you heard that, Donnie.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so like on Silent Hill, like on some of these PlayStation games, they have what's called Pro mode, where the game only plays in that mode. It's supposed to be the best of both worlds.
That's at the system level, though, right?
Yes.
Can you disable it at the system level?
No.
Really?
No.
It sounds like you have to have at least one of the 3 selections for
because on PS4 Pro, you could turn off the boost mode.
Yes. They have a boost mode, but they also have they have boost mode you can turn it off, but they also, like, certain games have a pro mode, which is supposed to be the best of both worlds. And you usually can turn it off in the game. Like, you can pick from
what is the pro mode doing that the base mode isn't? Like, what's the upgrade?
It's supposed to be higher frame rates as well as ray tracing and stuff like that.
So when you say it dips a lot during certain, like, CPU spin-ups, I'm assuming that it's running unlocked. Is it just an unlocked frame rate and it's bouncing around?
Not unlocked. It's not unlocked. I can tell you that much.
Okay, it's a locked 60.
It's supposed to be locked 60, but it does not run a locked 60.
Huh. That's interesting. I haven't looked into it.
What's the gameplay like in a Silent Hill? I've never played one of those games. Is it melee based? Are we doing range? Like, what are the kind of mechanics that you have for combat?
Melee based. You walk around. You find, like, weapons like bricks and.
I don't even know if it's melee really.
It's light melee because you can find, like, a pipe and stuff and hit people and the pipe can as you attack these monsters, it deteriorates and you have to repair it or something like that, and then you're mostly supposed to be trying to run away from these creatures.
Okay.
And solving puzzles. It's kind of like old school Resident Evil.
Sure. Yeah. Gotcha. Minus the guns.
Base. Yeah. You can find guns in Silent Hill games, but they are a lot fewer and far between.
Is that like the one gun you hold on to it for, like, the entire game, and then you end up never using it because you've already completed it? You're like, I know there's something worse out there. I'm gonna need this gun eventually.
It's the PSSR. It's the pisser.
Okay.
According to just the first news story I clicked on, it says on PlayStation 5 you can choose between 2 modes: performance targets 60, and then quality targets 30.
Correct.
But the internal render resolution for PSR to upscale can dip as low as 360p, and often is sub 720p, and it's being upscaled to around 1800. That's like a Switch 2 leap of upscaling. That's a lot. That's a lot of upscaling. And then it says on PS5 Pro, the Pro adds a hybrid mode targeting 60 FPS, but still uses the low internal resolutions with PSSR, which means the upscaling artifacts are more noticeable and image quality doesn't meaningfully improve over the base model.
Yes. The image quality
that's not good.
That I've played look worse than the base model.
Is it soft?
Very soft.
That's the upgrade. That's the upscale. Yeah. That's what upscaling. That's going to be like Switch 2. You know, like, I'm just letting you know, like, that's exactly what Resident Evil is going to be like on Switch 2. It's going to be that soft, upscaled Series S like look.
I wouldn't
upscaling.
I wouldn't mind it on Switch 2 because I'd almost expect it. But
no, that's facts. Good point. Yeah, like, bitch, I paid $800 for this.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I get you. Good point.
You pay it out, you're like, nah, bitch.
A good point. We do expect it on Switch 2. We're like, well, you know, like, what can it do? It's a little thing. Yeah, facts. Fair.
This I'm like, nah, bro. This ain't it.
I think games like this, which is, I think I said this on Shaq. I think Resident Evil is a good candidate for something like that. I think dark, slow horror games, you can get away with, like, the upscaling. It's almost like the soft picture, the hazy look almost adds to the experience sometimes.
Yes.
You know, so I think those are good fits. I think we'll see more of that on Switch 2. I don't think some people look at Resident Evil and they go, Switch 2 is going to get every game. I definitely don't think that.
No.
I think it's more like the Resident Evil games, Capcom's engine is just a good fit for it.
I agree.
Yeah.
And, you know, from what I played of Silent Hill F, it's good. It has an interesting story. I'm very curious where the story goes. That is a different take. It's, you know, in Japan, you're not, to my knowledge, you're not in quote-unquote Silent Hills, but it has a lot of elements of Silent Hills, you know, and touchstones of it, and I kind of really dig it. I like that when you start the game off, its default is Japanese language.
Oh, cool.
Of course, I changed it to English, And it was not, because of me. I'm not reading this shit. Absolutely not.
That's a Dev thing. That's not a Delvin thing.
Yeah, but I imagine the Japanese language version sounds a lot better and probably true to the game. Because the English dub sounds like a bad anime. But but it's fine. It's fine for me because it's like, all right, looks good enough. But overall, I'm enjoying the game. I'm waiting. I'm almost seeing like maybe I should wait for the patch.
You got to go with the sub.
That might be a good idea. Wait for the patch.
That's life. That's just gaming these days. Wait for the patch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's worth the wait. I remember enjoying Cyberpunk and being very happy that I waited to get a PS5 and have all the kinks ironed out. So it was a very enjoyable experience than trying to just trog through whatever mess that was there before me. Did the same thing with No Man's Sky. I played that. I got that right away.
No Man's Sky is really good right now.
It's
really good.
It's really good. Like it's a real good spot. Soon. I might go back as well. Yeah,
it's crazy how much fun I had with it. Like
the problem with those games, like I just don't have infinite amount of time. There's infinite amount of games.
Yeah.
Well, I so badly would love to just drop everything and replay like 4 or 5 games, but just like with what time?
What screwed me up is when they introduced the big ships that you could live on, expansion or patch or whatever it's called. You had to start over, and I was like, I know, like the whole reason I've been playing for the last 3 months preparing for this drop is so I had all these resources hoarded up, and I could just get the ground running with my giant fleet of spaceships. And they're like, "Go fuck yourself! You're starting over again." I was like, "That's not cool. That's not cool." And then I quit. I was just done. I moved on to something else.
Yeah, I get that. I appreciate that No Man's Sky is the game that Starfield was supposed to be.
It absolutely is. Yeah,
but like in every way of fashion. But like, even when we first saw it, what else? A couple of years ago, Starfield came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is just No Man's Sky. They're like,
that's immediately what I thought.
Like, no, this is actually No Man's Sky.
Without the flying
graphics and
without the flying
bugs.
Without the flying.
Yeah, like you don't get to like actually go to the planet or hit like warp speed and come through the atmosphere, right?
That is true.
Yeah, I mean
that's like the whole point of building space game.
One of the biggest draws was that you can take off from any planet and fly to any
It's the most dramatic part of every space movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Bethesda was like, "Nah, we're good. We're skipping that part."
Even Star Wars Outlaws has a great segment where you're going into space.
Dude, I'm telling you,
from the
what was the Star Fox game, Delvin?
What was it called?
Starlink?
Starlink, yes, thank you.
Dude, Starlink, you could do that. You could go to the planet and come right down to the surface and do all the platforms or fight or figure out the puzzle and blast back off into the space. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Starlink was pretty cool. Like I might want to read. That's a game that I would love to like take a week and replay Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink was actually really good.
Yeah, Starlink was pretty fun. Yeah.
Sounds like a game that should be remade,
I wouldn't hate an update to it at the very least. That'd be kind of neat.
Remake Starlink with amiibos.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, here you go. You don't have to buy them, but hey.
I mean, we said it at the time. Just let them make the Star Fox game.
Yeah, just make the game.
What are amiibos?
The things that cost like $100 now.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now, Snerts? You are, aren't you?
Oh, it's a Nintendo thing. Okay.
You don't know the. Hold on, you were serious?
He was dead serious. I knew it. Yeah, he had no idea.
I don't follow Nintendo.
That was the look of a clueless, sweet face.
That was
the
look. That was
Golden
the look
Retriever.
I usually give.
Yeah. Just looking off into the thing. Amiibos.
Amiibos. What's that?
You remember Skylanders, Snerts?
No.
Oh my God.
Another thing.
All right, let's just move on. No, let's just move on. Let's just don't worry about it. You don't need to know, Snerts. It's fine.
This looks like something I don't need to know about. Skylanders Trap Team 2014.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Not the Skylanders I remember. What website are you on?
What are you watching?
It literally says Skylanders. Now I got to put this in there. Here.
All right.
In the Discord.
You play anything, Donnie?
I've played a little bit of Dying Light the Beast, and I am still playing Hot Shots Golf, of course.
How you like Dying Light?
I think it's a little too early to say. Yeah, I think it might just be a little too early to say. I've played it for about, I don't know, 5 hours, I think. I played it a lot the other day.
Okay, that's a good amount.
I mean, I can say things about it, but like my own personal opinion on it, I don't think is formed. So right off the gate, especially as you explained your experience on PlayStation 5 Pro with Silent Hill, I let you know that at least I'm playing on PC and Dying Light the Beast is running incredibly.
Well, that's great.
I don't know what it's doing on console, but like it's noticeably the best day one experience I've had with the game in some time. Like at Mini Moons, like I'm playing at whatever it is out of the box, 4K, like the standard. It's 4K hitting my screen, 120, and it is just running at that. Like it is, like I feel like I could do more with it. It's crazy. I don't think it has. It must not have. Like it is a little soft. I would say it almost looks like, like Atomfall, looks like a PS4 game. So it's not like bright. And that's not to say it doesn't look good. It does. I'm just pointing out like it looks like Mafia. It doesn't look like, Spider-Man 2 or anything like that. It doesn't look like Cyberpunk. But it doesn't have like ray tracing or anything, I don't think. And it just, it's like if somebody like remade, like Atomfall or I don't know, like Dishonored 2, and it just ran extremely well. Like,
okay.
Which helps a game like Dying Light. Like you want really good performance with a game like that. It's first person. It's first person Assassin's Creed Far Cry with zombies. Like you're running across the rooftops. You have the parkour system, but it's first person combat, and there's zombies everywhere. So it's Far Cry. Like there are towers and bases and shit you got to clear out. There's NPCs everywhere. You're gonna get crazy weapons and slice and dice and slash and blow up your way through everything.
Weapons deteriorate and you have to fix them and stuff.
They do.
Like that.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. And then so it runs incredibly well. Like I would love to know how it's running on console. Weird.
Oh, I looked it up.
So I had some. It's just kaiju, really. I don't really know many people that are playing the game, to be honest with you. It's me, Haley, and Kaiju. And me and Haley are only playing because we bought those big, expensive editions of Dying Light 2. Like I still have my statue over there on the shelf. Anybody that bought the collector's edition with the DLC included, this started off as that DLC, so they just gave us the game for free. So, nice. But like, Kaiju's the only other person I think I've seen. He said it's reviewing well, but like, I just haven't seen it. I literally haven't. Yeah. Not on my YouTube, not on my Blues. I just haven't seen anybody talking about Dying Light. So
I haven't either. Only person I've seen talk about was Haley.
Yeah. Like even in our own Discord, it's not as much as before. I'm not sure why that is. It's very Dying Light. Like I'm having fun with it. I'm not really having any issues. So I would surmise that my opinion on it right now is very positive. There's just a couple things that like I'm really trying to figure out, like how much do I like it. Okay. Nighttime feels brutal now.
That's and
the game. I think the game overall feels a little harder than the first two. Like the challenges there early on. Like the first time I got caught out at night, I didn't stand a fucking chance. Like usually like you go hunting. So like I feel like there's a lot of progression I need to make. And that's kind of what the game is already like. It's like you need to go find out these super beasts and kill them and then take their power and become stronger. So I think that's like the loop. The loop is that I gotta track down these super beasts, kill them, and then I can go out at night. But right now, definitely not. Got my ass ripped to pieces like immediately. Like immediately. It's like, whoa, that's a little bit harder. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's good for DLC though, right? Like you already are probably a godlike in the game, depending on the game, obviously.
Yeah. So this started off as a DLC, and then they've turned it into it's a new game.
Oh, it's a brand new game. So
it's a spin-off game. Yeah. Okay, they started making a DLC 4 years ago. Realized they wanted to do a little bit more to it than that. Decided to then told people we're not going to do the DLC, so we'll either refund you, or those of you that keep your pre-orders on the collector's editions, we'll give you the next game for free. So this is their next spin-off.
So is this supposed to be like a Miles Morales to Spider-Man situation?
Yeah.
A little bit smaller.
It's exactly that, because it takes place directly after the events of the first game with the first game's protagonist.
There you go.
So that was kind of a miss with the second game. I think the second game have a lot of misses. Now, I hate talking bad about it because Kaiju in our Discord, he loves it apparently. He was like, "Why is everybody shit on Dying Light 2?" But I am everybody. Like I am somebody. Like that game was a real letdown for me as somebody who bought the collector's edition. I love Dying Light 1 so damn much. Dying Light 2 wasn't awful. The story I think was. The story was just bad. But the game wasn't awful. There's a lot that I like about Dying Light 2. Ultimately, Dying Light 2 went through some trouble during, I think, COVID, right?
Yes, it was COVID.
I know, and even if it wasn't COVID, I know they lost their original writers. So the writers from Dying Light 1 got replaced to Dying Light 2, and I think that shows. And I just think I think collectively, I think they were doing way too much with Dying Light 2. It was almost like Dying Light 2 wanted to be like this live server, like, because that's what they did with Dying Light 1. Dying Light 1 became so popular and such a thing that they kind of turned into a platform. They just kind of kept building onto it for like 8 years, kept adding stuff into it. I think they wanted to do that with Dying Light 2 as well, and it wasn't received very well. So I don't think people stuck with it at all. So this is their attempt to jumpstart the machine, I guess. Yeah. So far, so good. Story stuff, character stuff, absolutely. The game's real pretty. I love the setting that you're in. You're in the Alps, like in Europe, and so it's very fall-like. It's very pretty. Like immediately kind of getting let out, like coming out of the bunker in the middle of the game, like Far Cry vibes for sure. Which is good because that's what I loved about Dying Light 1. Like I was finding things like Far Cry, and I was like, but with zombies, and they're like, yeah, that's Dying Light, and I loved that game. So I think we're off to a good.
Because I never got that vibe when I've seen trailers or clips from
that
series.
What's the vibe that you get?
But I never played Survivor, zombie stuff.
There's survival aspect, but honestly, the survival element's not like the loop
and a lot
of
parkour.
Yes,
for sure. That was one of the highlights. So I just kept.
There is a lot of that
hardcore, and then you bang, 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 and then you blah, blah, blah.
That's it.
Is there vehicles too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. You can get trucks and shit and mow folks down. There's like rarity weapons. Like it's got that like. I mean, I would say for me, it's probably as close to like a looter type game as I've ever gotten into because you do pick up bigger and better weapons and that sort of thing.
And I'm not saying I don't see the connection now that you made it, but like my brain was just not making that.
And it's also a game that there is a multiplayer space for, like people do co-op it and stuff and play together. And I just play it for the story and zombies. Like you kind of had me in open world zombies. This game, there are zombies everywhere. Yeah. So like the running and parkour feels more important than ever before because the idea is that you need to stay on the rooftops because there's less zombies up there. They're up there, but there's less of them. But in the old games, you could just still run around the street. You could just still.
Big Ray X distracted me with this. We fly in December, boys.
Oh God!
Microsoft Sim, baby. Here we go. Sorry, Donnie. Didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
On the older games, like you can stay on the ground floor and still get around. Like it's not so dense that you can't run around. You can run around and you don't have to parkour. This game, I feel like there are a lot more zombies on the ground, and you do have to if you want to get around fast, you do need to go up because they'll grab you. Like they'll grab you and hold on to you. Like they'll disrupt your flow. Like you can't just run right through them.
That's also a good thing. That's what I liked about the Dead Island series. You got to kind of take your time. You can get killed very easily.
This is Dead Island. If Dead Island was like a giant open world game, like an open world map game.
That's kind of the vibes that I got when I was watching it initially.
Yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
But like less tongue in cheek and humorous as well.
It's pretty funny.
I think it is okay because Dead Island is.
It has a serious story, but they make a lot of nods and reference. There are jokes. Like they're definitely jokes. This one's pretty visceral. Like coming out of the lab, I was like, "Oh shit, we're into it! Like we're doing this thing." So overall, everything's positive. I feel like it's pushing back a little harder than normal in the early going. So I think that's just a progression thing for me. The big difference between this game and the other games is that you have beast mode now. So like that's why it's called Dying Light the Beast. You've been experimented on, and essentially you can just be the Hulk for a period of time.
That also says like Dead Island 2.
And you just then when you become the Hulk, then you literally rip zombies limb to limb and pile through them. So you do have like these power trips that you can have, and they're needed for boss fights. Like you'll have to manage that and stuff, and everything's like on a cooldown. But yeah, so far so good.
And that's what comes in where you're saying how you have to kill these beasts to gain more power, right? Your beast mode needs to become the ultimate form.
Correct. It
sounds like fun.
Story-wise, premise-wise, again, early thing, but very Resident Evil. Starting in a lab, come out, and I'm like, yep, this is tropey. Like this, we've done this. Like they're very, and I think that's good. It's almost like a back to basics for them, because even if it has its fans, I think it's pretty widely accepted that Dying Light 2 was a miss. And so I can already say in 5 hours, I do think I like this one a lot more. Like I think we're off to a better start.
Yeah, you know? Dying Light 2 was okay, but it didn't have the longevity and
it had the gameplay. But the world building and the storytelling, which the first one had, really good. Like the first one's story is what brought me in. You know, it almost like became like, look at all this cool shit we can do. And it's like, but why are we doing it?
For it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it so far. But I don't want to write off anything. I think I'm early. So we'll see. We'll see as I progress. But I'm digging it. It's fun. And I'm still playing golf, man. I'm still golfing. Like that's the thing. Is like I keep getting taken by the golf, so I'm out there getting my hot shots on.
Nice.
What about you, Snerts?
I'm still playing Shinobi, waiting for Ghost of Yote to come out. Too. It's so fun. Also, I'm surprised. Yeah, I usually don't go this deep into a kind of game like this. I'm so close to having everything unlocked. I don't think I'm going to get S ranking in arcade mode across the boat.
I believe
but I did figure out boss rush, and that was like something I've been throwing my head against the wall trying to figure out for about 4 or 5 days. And when I finally completed it, it was such like oh fuck yeah, that was nice. Great. Nice. And now it seems like I'm always getting to the final boss every run I do, and it's about like a 50-50 chance if I'm gonna like beat him or not, depending on where my health is at. And I found replayability and just mixing up the various powers and abilities that you have. So I'm going to do this run, and I'm going to try to have use the snake magic power more. I'm going to do this one and try not to get hit. It's a lot of fun, and I'm surprised with like only 10 missions and a couple of rails in between where you're just kind of like going in a direction on a giant dog, or you're surfing on a surfboard like old school Shinobi. It's just so damn addictive, and I enjoy the combat a lot. And I went back and bought the super edition for like another $10, so I get the next content drop. Nice. Which I'm hoping is going to be something that's similar in Streets of Rage 4, where you have the endless bad guys coming at you, and you last as long as you can last.
Me and my son had a blast with that for like a year.
And that's what I like about this game. I don't mind the platforming. I figured it out. I did the really hard segments, but I tell you, like when I go back and I play a level, I'm like, oh yeah, this nightmare. Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go this way. You know.
I think I'm gonna love that game. I do. I think I'm gonna love it. I'm waiting for the
platforming is solid too.
Switch 2 patch, I think.
So I was selling a coworker on this. I think it's an amazing game to play on Switch.
Yeah, it's getting a patch soon. That's what I'm waiting on. Well,
is it not running well?
No. So it's just the Switch 1 game. It's the same thing on Switch. Like there is no Switch 2 version of the game. So it runs at Switch 1's resolution. I played the demo. I bought the game. I've already pre-ordered it. Sure. I played the demo. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. Is it as good as like you want your new system that you bought to be? No. They could do a Switch 2 patch and increase the resolution, but it's totally fine. It's just a little soft. It can be super sharp and shiny, and that patch is coming. And I get it. People bought the game and they were excited about it, and they didn't want to play the Switch 1 version. I thought the demo was fine. It played well. It didn't have any issues. Yeah, I thought it was fine. But
I was very impressed with that demo because it reminded me of the Ninja Gaiden one on original Xbox that they had, where you kind of are playing the first level, but they give you a few more abilities than you're going to get when you're in the main game. You're going
to love Wolverine, aren't you?
Oh, Wolverine's going to be so amazing.
You're going to love
God. It's
we'll get
so
to
much
it,
fun.
Yeah,
I like
that,
Wolverine Origins on Xbox 360.
A lot of people do
so much.
Yeah, most people
because
do.
To me that was like the first time Wolverine was Wolverine, and there was none of this BS where you had like mutant power gauge, and if you have your claws out, like the power gauge goes gone. Like what are we
We'll
talking
get there.
about?
We'll get there. We'll get
Wolverine. Yeah, and also fun stuff. I have a 6-day weekend coming out, and I didn't even plan this. It just so happens to be the day it starts is the Ghost of Yote drop.
Nice.
So I am going to be just like phone on, do not disturb. I'm going to go to Japan and the samurai and the ninja with the guns. It's going to be so much fun.
You said 6-day weekend?
Yeah, I'm taking
They
Thursday
fire
through
you?
Tuesday off.
Dude, I'm off now. Like I was off yesterday, today, tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, I'm also on a 6-day weekend right now.
That must be nice.
Good, sir. I've been there for 10 years, and if we were on our old vacation plan, I'd have 3 weeks of vacation every year, and I try my best to get what's owed.
Facts.
I work very hard for this company, and they take most of my year doing so, and this is just a small reward.
I get I've talked about this before, but I've been at my job forever, and I'm dangerously close to the cap. So I'm basically
you still accrue time then, right?
I'm now, yeah, I do, but we're capped at 360 hours. I'm at like 340. So I'm basically on measured employment now. Like I basically need to take a week off like every 8 weeks, or I forfeit time to them, which will never happen.
No, don't do that.
Like that's never going to happen. So yeah, and I took I'm off this week for I've been putting up Halloween decorations. I don't have the kids.
I saw the picture. It looks nice so far.
I don't have the kids' help, so it's going to take longer, and it took 2 or 3 days before, so it's going to take some time. So I've been out there a little bit every day, like getting things cleaned up and getting things out there and starting to set up the lights and stuff.
Nah, son, I can't even get like a fucking day off without shit
Well, why
falling
not?
apart.
I take the day off.
Is that just the nature of your business?
Yeah, they don't have. He doesn't work with
like
like a government or a corporation, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like blue collar.
Yeah, gotcha.
So everybody shows up to work, or
if I'm not
nobody
working
gets...
and we're not getting paid, type of thing.
Correct. The company goes under.
Yes, okay. I run the business.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to my coworkers who always cover while I'm away.
That sucks for you, Delvin. I'm
get
sorry about
all the holidays. It's great.
Yeah.
No complaints.
I take the day off at the slightest of inconveniences.
So what cracks me up is when I was making
I've got fuck you vacation time.
When I was making minimum wage and working in retail, they were like, if you are 2 minutes late, you're out of here. And now I'm like, oh, hey, I have
my first job was like that.
I'm not going to be in for the first hour of my shift. And they're like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I hope the
nobody
doctor's
cares.
appointment goes well. So it amazes me. It's just I'm so happy I found what I did.
I brought that to our agency, like in management. The folks that direct report to me, I'm like, we're not fucking playing that. Like, if you want to leave 30 minutes early, like, right.
As long as your job's getting done, as long as the work is getting done.
Yes,
correct. Yep.
Yeah. Retail jobs, boy, they be like,
no, even my first government job
better bring your ass to work.
My first government job was like, you were scheduled to be here at 8. It was real bad. My first one.
It was real strict for me when I worked for LA City Parks and Recs because I was the nighttime permit group and I was the only person there to open and close the building. And eventually I was like, eventually I was like, I do get sick every once in a while.
Sure.
And you need to have the person who's going to get saddled with an extra shift, But I do remember them being very you got to show up here at 4. We don't want you late.
The public safety can be very militaristic like that.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Good job, though. Great college job.
I had a situation in my job that was similar to that, where I'm usually the first person to get in there because I get around 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. But I had to go to a meeting that day, early in the morning with one of the owners, and the person who usually comes in at 10 o'clock, but she's supposed to be there at 9, and she didn't come in. And people were calling my phone, hey, you gonna open the office? I'm like, no, I'm at a meeting. Hey, you gonna open the office? I'm like, no, leave me the fuck alone. Stop calling my phone. Come to find out, she was in the office, But what happened was she cut her hand, and she had she somehow she cut her hand on her car door or some shit like that.
What?
And she's diabetic.
Oh God!
So she takes.
How's the story going?
So
That's
she was
what I'm
bleeding.
saying.
Waiting for he's like, she's dead.
How many layers?
I'm
And there was a werewolf.
So she's bleeding all over the fucking office, looking for me. She's like,
Wow.
I need help now. So she had to call me, like, please come to the office and bring a med kit because I don't want to fucking die in this office.
You call 911.
Yeah, why'd she call you?
That's what I said. Why did you call me?
Wow.
Delvin, you need to give me first aid. It's 3 numbers, lady. 9.
I didn't have a story like that, but I did walk in. I got my eyes checked this week because I need to buy new glasses. And I walked into fisticuffs dropping down.
Let's go, baby.
At the America's Best fucking eye appointment place. I've yelled at my wife for taking us to this trashy ass eye doctor for years. I'm like, why do we go here? We don't have to. I'm being facetious. Like, we can go to Kaiser, which is my insurance, but it's 3 times further away. So usually we just like go right across the street. But I walked in, they were throwing hands, dude.
When you walked in, did you yell "World Star"?
World Star? No, like, I walked in and like it was like uncanny. It was very odd. Like I walked in right at the scrap was ending. So they were looking out in the parking lot. I walk in the door. He's out in the park. So everyone looks like they're looking at me. So I've got like 15 people just staring right through me. And I'm like,
they're like, "What you doing here, white boy?"
I have an appointment. It was very like it was very like, can I please have a waffle? Can I please have a waffle? It was very that because I was just like,
Waffle House of,
they're like call the police. The police are there taking statements. I'm like, I had an appointment. We were 20 minute late.
Yeah.
You know, it was very Seinfeld. You can take the appointment, but it's the hold. It's the hold that matters.
How do you get to fight at the eye doctor?
That's what it was.
Like that's some South Park Randy Marsh shit.
In listening to their statements, it was some straight up, you know, I don't know, some fucking hood Atlanta shit.
Yeah.
Dude was not happy, I guess, with, I don't know, his bill, his appointment. I don't know.
Bitch, I'm 2030.
He walked by. Guy A walked by Guy B. Guy A noticed Guy B staring at him, and he was like, "What's good, dude?" He's like, "Oh, you want to do something about it? We can make it happen." And just started throwing hands.
Like,
they didn't know each other.
Like,
it wasn't personal. Like they were just like, one guy was like, "You got a problem?" He's like, "I'm about to make you the problem." Like he said it to the wrong guy, I guess.
Wow.
That's really, compared to their statements, that's all it was. Literally 2 complete strangers looked at each other the wrong way and decided they had to fight over it and went to jail.
Dragon Ball Z type shit.
It really is. Like, it's just like, nah, son, 2 of us can't be in this eye store at the same time. This is my fucking eye store. Don't you know I run these streets? You know, like, it was crazy.
Hey, you want to fight? Them's fighting words.
Yeah.
I was like, can somebody please check my eyes so I can go back the fuck home?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
UFC tryouts at the local optometrist.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson shit going down.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk about this state of play that happened.
Yeah, let's do it. That is the news for the day. The news for the week is we had a PlayStation State of Play. I watched it. Did you guys watch it?
I actually watched it.
Very good. Because you two are the PlayStation among us, so I'll need to lean on you guys.
Well, when you
mostly
invited me on the pod, I thought it would be like poor form to not watch the thing that I knew you were going to want to talk about.
Well, Dev wasn't here, so I had no choice.
Yeah. So Soros is the game from who are they called?
Oh, that's
Housemark.
Housemark.
Yeah, Housemark. We've seen this before, but today was their first gameplay look. They showed all the gameplay. You know, I'll let you guys talk about that if you want, but it's out March 20th, 2026. Delvin, they're saying enhanced for Pro, just like Silent Hill F.
They are lying there. I don't believe them at all. Pro
has got to be better than, I think, like online fodder. No, like it's got to be better than like the online fodder would have you believe, right? Like it's got to be better than that.
Well, a lot of games run good on it.
Okay, so it is just better.
A lot of games run. It's just the ones that.
Because if you just paid attention online, like what a terrible console.
Like I'll give you a good example. Until Dawn, like when everybody was complaining about how bad the Until Dawn remake ran, it ran really good on Pro.
I forgot all about that. We remade Until Dawn.
Yeah, they remade it, and they added a whole bunch of stuff to it. It's damn near a different game in many ways.
Wow, I don't want that.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about it? You guys excited for Saros?
Yeah, it looks like the last game they came out with, Returnal.
Yeah.
It looks just like Returnal. Like, is this a sequel to Returnal?
It's a sequel, right? It's in the same universe.
I think it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
So I never played Returnal, but watching the footage today, I thought the mix of the shield and dash with some gunplay was an addictive loop. I mean, it feels very similar to what I'm doing now with Shinobi, only in a different kind of format. So it did seem like an addictive gameplay loop. I put this under the maybe category. So folks who aren't on the Discord, I had meh, super meh, maybes, and fuck yes for this PlayStation experience or state of play. So this one made it under the maybes, which is good overall. Something may be that I would play if it was on heavy discount or a free game on the monthly service type.
Okay. Housemarque makes quality games. So
yeah, but that's like your big exclusive. It's interesting to be like a service game. That's a service game. I think it's on PlayStation Plus.
For me.
No, I get it.
Right. Like,
well,
just not how I would normally.
I never
expect it to be
played the
classified.
previous game, and when I went to like see it on this PlayStation,
It looked
store,
good.
I think it was still like way too much money for me to go to like the rotors.
Are they still doing the rogue stuff in this, Delvin? Is it still the rogue?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Returnal's a very good game. It's just hard as shit.
Yeah, sure.
This is actually Dark Souls like. Not like that other stuff.
Gotcha.
About. Like, yeah, it's kind of difficult. You got to learn the patterns. You got to watch the attack, and then it's kind of hard. Returnal's kind of hard. So I imagine this will be the same thing.
Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation, so I don't have a whole lot of opinions on these things. So
Well, it'll be on PC eventually.
I'm still not playing it there. So
Well, then it won't.
and I still won't play it. Zero
Moving right
Parades.
along.
Zero Parades is out 2026. Is that the Disco Elysium follow up? That's what
It
it
looks
looked
like it is, and I am not playing it because Disco Elysium is trash.
I don't even know if that is it. It looked like it. I didn't care enough to look it up.
It looks too, and it looks nice. It looks nice, but it looks too close to how Disco Elysium played. And I'm like, I'm good.
It really does. It looks just like it.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to deal with that. Like, my character has to watch their mental health, and if they don't, it's game. I'm like, I'm good. Nope.
I don't think it is.
This fell under the meh.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the developer. No, it is. Yeah, it's Disco. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
ZAUM Studio. Legend ZA Studio. That's what I'll call them from now on.
It's going to do good, though.
Game of the Year. This fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna read this to you exactly as the title screen said it, because I don't know if I was the only one that had the same thought, but when you read the title screen exactly as it is, I was like, they really should have not included that. Like, it sells the game poorly.
Yes,
the title screen reads Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 coming to PlayStation 5 December 8th, 2025.
Yes.
Wait, what? It's 2025? I had no idea.
It's like they're marketing an old ass game. I was like, guys, take the year off. Don't just say Flight Sim. Just put the logo. Don't put the whole damn thing.
Madden 2002.
That's exactly what it read.
Yes.
I don't think that was Xbox's. I mean, I understand that is the name of the game. I get it, but sometimes you gotta massage these a little bit. But yes, Microsoft Flight Sim is coming to PlayStation 5 next year, and they also announced that PSVR development is in the works, so they're going to try to let you flight sim with the headset.
And that's the way I figured this would work.
2027, you'll have Flight Simulator 2024 on PSVR.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also found it humorous that they had like a blimp and like a hot air balloon on there, and I'm like, do you fly those, or is that those things you can fly by? Like,
you can fly them.
Who picks the blimp?
Lots of them. Yeah, blimp pilots. I hate flight sim. I hate this game's existence. Like, it's not a video game to me. It's a flight simulator tool. It's like a different product. It's like a different software.
Yeah.
The only person I know who likes this game is an actual pilot.
That's most people, and I don't hate that.
I think Stingray likes it,
and it is good at what it does. That
Sure.
said, I've never thought this game should be in any gamer presentations. That's a long-standing fact with me. I've been saying that shit for years about Xbox. Like their best game that they're touting, like, remember that time we did Flight Sim and people like, get the fuck out of here with that.
It's like,
if that's if you're leaning on that, you need to close it up.
They might as well put like Word and Excel in here.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be like the same if Nintendo's like Mario Paint. You know, it's
Microsoft
like get the fuck
365 now includes a flight simulator. If you go,
and I realize how good it is and how much stuff it has. Like, it's nothing against the game itself. It's like just a weird place in time. You know, it's like it doesn't belong here. You know.
Yeah, I gave this one a meh.
But
nope.
Apparently, I am in the outs in that opinion because every time I've bitched about this game, apparently people play it. Like, it's popular, I guess. And people talk about Microsoft, Xbox talk about like it's one of their most popular games.
I don't know why,
which blows my mind. But yeah, please get excited. I wouldn't buy this for VR support until you see it. So, like, if you're out there with the VR headset, I would hold off on that a bit.
Yeah, just see how it runs.
Wait for the patch. Wait for the patch.
Might not run.
I don't even know if it won't run. I just wonder, like, is that one of those things? You're like, this is not PSVR's fault per se, but Oculus has had a lot of announcements that like just never happened. That seems to be kind of a thing in the VR space. There's a lot of things like, you know, there's a lot of like, just announce the games. It doesn't matter if they're real or not. Just say new stuff is happening. Yeah, there's a lot of that. So I would just, I'm surprised it's not there already. You know, it's like, you've had a minute. It's last year's game. Why don't you have this ready yet? My favorite announcement from the Direct, which pains me to say, is Deus Ex Remastered was announced. It's coming out February 5th. It's from Aspire, though.
Yep, and that's what my problem was.
That's the problem with it. It's like,
motherfucking monkeys.
Fuck. They're not going to get me again, Delvin. I told you this. I'm done. I do not buy Aspire games day one anymore.
Yes.
But I will buy this on sale one day.
One day.
And it's going to be on Switch. Like, I want Deus Ex.
And it's the original Deus Ex.
It's the original one from the,
It's not the PS3 one.
It's a shame that this isn't Night Dive. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, yes. But then they said Aspire.
I've never played this one, so I'm interested in trying it, but it's Aspire.
What's the OG, right?
Yeah.
So this made it into the maybes for me because I'm very curious. I enjoyed Deus Ex Invisible War on the original Xbox a lot.
This is the
whatever. Deuces.
Deus Ex. I like it. Deus Ex.
But I really enjoyed Invisible War. It was one of the first games that I experienced where you really had a plethora of options to complete
Deus Ex.
various missions. And so I'm wondering if the original still holds up, but I don't know. Big maybe for this one, but I didn't hate it.
Okay. Do you like that, like, immersive sim type stuff?
Sometimes it just I wonder if Invisible War was just the thing that I liked because it was years ago.
Sure.
You know, when I was in college.
We always have rose tinted. I like Deus Ex.
But like,
so.
You know, I wonder if it's going to be like Knights of the Old Republic. Like, if I feel like if I played that game again, I wouldn't like it as much just because the combat or the dialogue option.
That's the case with all these games. Yeah.
You know, to modern standards. Some of that stuff is like really hard to get through these days, and it doesn't quite have the charm most of the time as like the old side scroller, like, you know, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo era, in my opinion.
I'll throw that out there for Dying Light the Beast. There's a lot of that in there too. Like Dying Light the Beast, a lot of times you have to like get into a building or clear out a space. There's lots of different ways to do it. You can sneak around and never get caught. You can go guns a-blazing. You come in from the roof, come in from the sewer. Like, that's a big part of that game is kind of tackling it your own way. Yeah. That's why I always kind of bring up Dishonored. It's kind of like that. Halloween the game is out September 8th, 2026. It's another asymmetrical multiplayer game where you can either be Michael or the survivors. You can try to kill Michael.
I remember this is the one that was supposed to have the story mode attached to it. They didn't show it here, but they're supposed to be
talk anything about that at all.
Yeah,
but they said Dead by Daylight had like a little mode like that too, and it sucked.
Yeah, this
because basically it wasn't a story mode; it was a tutorial.
Yeah. This is supposed to have an actual story mode to it.
Yeah, I'm pressing X to doubt, Delvin.
I agree. Wouldn't you want to play as a slasher though, like in a single player experience? Like that to me, if it was just you're controlling Mike and he was going around murdering teenagers, I don't know, it sounds kind of fun. But I don't really care for this multiplayer stuff at all.
Yeah,
for this game.
Yeah, no,
and it's come out like a year later.
Yeah, I would love a Michael Myers game, but I'm not.
It's September 8th as well, right? So like we're like not even Halloween yet.
Yeah.
It's
like,
funny
oh, we're just getting
like,
started with pumpkin spice.
If you watch the trailer for this, they were like, and just in time for Halloween. Halloween launches September 8th, 2026. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never gotten into. I wanted to because Dead by Daylight got all the license support and the franchises I love, but I'm not going to play these games endless just to see these characters on screen. I want meaningful single player content created for them. So
yes, I agree.
And it sounds like that. I'm not sure if you ever kept up with it. Remember the company that made the Halloween and Evil Dead game that we got last year?
Yes.
I think they've shuttered.
They've shuttered?
I saw a Reddit thread months ago.
Realms.
I saw a Reddit thread a couple months ago that seemed to suggest that they had lost their license due to poor performance. And that's why we were seeing like other Halloween games pop up. So I don't think we're going to get any more of those.
Because wasn't there supposed to be another game attached to that?
Yeah, there was. But I don't think it did very well at all. I think that game sold like ass. So at least for that, I'm rooting for it. Like it's not for me, but I hope the Dead by Daylight crew. I hope it's good for them. Yeah.
Where's our Super Smash Brothers clones, but with all like the classic slasher and horror characters?
Mortal Kombat.
On
oh, that's right. Yeah, they are mostly Mortal Kombat.
Mostly Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, good point. Nice.
And there's a Steam game like that.
I always like the idea of, I think I've said this many times over, but I've always liked the idea of a Telltale-like game with these horror icons. A decision making, I think Scream, I've pitched Scream a bunch. Because Scream could get real meta with it, where you're constantly trying to pick who it is, but they keep diving like they could keep screaming, Screamception, Scream 7, like they just keep screaming. That could be a lot of fun. I've always thought that to be the case. Obviously, with Until Dawn, it's easy to make that correlation. Yeah. They never did. They never gave us an opportunity to do that. Like, I would love to try and escape Haddonfield. Like you're making these decisions and stuff, and like, can you actually survive? That'd be awesome. But nope. We get more multiplayer. Everything's multiplayer, Snerts. Everything's multiplayer. Last Epoch is in development for PlayStation 5, and they announced their newest expansion. I felt like the state of play made this feel like a big deal. I've never heard of this game, but it felt like it was a big deal.
I've heard of it.
It's like a PC Diablo type thing.
Yeah.
Never heard of it, but once I saw the gameplay, I was like, oh, a Diablo clone. That could be fun.
I've heard of it, but I have no interest in it. Like, not even a little bit.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a popular thing maybe on Steam. I don't know. Sonic Racing Crossworlds got an update where they announced that Mega Man and Proto Man will be joining the roster next year.
Oh, my son went crazy for this. He went up for this one. He was like, this is dope.
Really?
He said he loves this game. He says it's great. He's super hyped about Sonic Crossworlds.
I'm going to play it when the Switch 2 patch comes. I like the demo, but it's pretty rough on Switch. I'm going to wait for the Switch 2 edition. But I want it.
It's a bummer that it's rough on Switch. It seems like a switchy ass game to me.
That whole Ratchet and Clank shit from the moment, and Delvin knows we were live. From the moment I said it, I was like, I don't know if that's going to run on. I like at the moment. This was a year or two ago. I was like, I don't think that can run on Switch. Like the fact it even runs on Switch kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like those riffs, That's crazy for the Switch's, memory bandwidth. That's nuts.
Maybe I'm just stereotyping kart racing and Switch.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you definitely are. Like, this is the Ratchet and Clank of kart racers. Like, it's pretty technically impressive. Cool. It's pretty crunchy. The Switch version's pretty crunchy. So, the 7 Deadly Sins Origin is out January 28th. Either one of you have anything to say about that? Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Let It Die Inferno is a sequel to Let It Die coming out December 3rd.
Double net.
I thought it looked cool, but again, multiplayer. Not again. Like, this whole showcase was a great example as to why I'm not that into PlayStation. Like, it really was. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to do any of this.
It also was like, this is why I don't pretend that I'm super into PlayStation. Like,
it is. Yeah,
right now,
Yeah. I think anybody listening to this knows that. Anybody listening to us knows this. I bet Dev watched. He was like, Donnie's. Yeah, there's nothing here for that.
Dev just said there's only 2 games in this State of Play: Soros and Wolverine. So
both, not for me. Neo 3 that seems like a big announcement, right? Neo 3 February 6th.
More of the same for me based off the trailer, so I gave that one a maybe.
Wasn't that game of the year?
Yeah,
I liked the first one. The first one was a lot of fun.
Those were wrong, but it's okay.
Okay. This one I liked. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered. It comes out March 19th, 2026.
I had a feeling you would like that one.
It's like one of my first Dynasty Warriors games. It's PlayStation 2, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of when I found... PlayStation 2 is where I found Musos, and I've played a lot of them ever since. And that is it. I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3. I can't remember which one. I think it was 3. I think it was my first Dynasty Warriors.
I think it was really cool back in that day, just seeing those games on PS2. Like, oh, look at all these characters you're fighting at one time.
100%. Also, I love the generalship of it. Like, you get to play the general and you move battalions and move around. So it wasn't just you like destroying 100 people, but you would do that as you like gave orders. It was like Fire Emblem, but Muso. This is before I even found Fire Emblem, right? But like having that tactic approach and the real-time gameplay, that was a union. Like, I don't think I ever would have liked Fire Emblem if it wasn't for Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, and actual warlords and warriors. Like, hey, here you go.
Yeah. This series and this game, I think Dynasty Warriors 3, that opened me up to. I've played 100 games because I played Dynasty Warriors. So honestly, it's just pure nostalgia. Like, I saw it and I was like, I'm definitely going to buy that game one day for sure. Code Vein 2, I thought looked great.
It did. Looked good. Good. Not interesting.
That one followed under Super Mad because I don't care about the gameplay.
Really?
It's just not my cup of tea.
Sure. Yeah, it's the opposite for me. I'd be way more. I was way more into this than like Wolverine for sure. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, can they get it on Switch too? Like, that'd be great.
Probably.
That was my thought. I was like, if they put it on Switch too, I might be interested. I like Code Vein. Chrono Script, The Endless. It's out 2026. Got anything?
It looks interesting. I like the art style of it a lot.
I wanted to talk about the art style because I found it kind of hard to watch. There's a lot of orange, I felt like, in that, and it felt kind of cluttered. But I also liked how stylized it was at the same time. Like, it felt like it was assaulting my eyeballs, but I was so intrigued that I still had to watch. But that was it. Everything else to me is meh. But I thought it was really pretty and a unique idea. It reminded me of like that Plucky Squire game, right? Where you're in kind of like a book of some kind. So
I love that game. It's a good game.
Game had 4K ink. Okay.
That was a lot of ink.
Like,
and also
it looks real. Let's go.
It's also reminiscent of when I was doing my history work in college about like medieval Europe. Which is why I think I was attracted to the art style to begin with. It had a very kind of flat 2D look to it. It's very interesting. I don't know if I'd be into it or not, but it did catch my attention.
Okay. Crimson Desert? Anything?
No.
Looks generic.
This I thought was interesting. Pretty cool. The Pulse Elevate wireless speakers were announced. It'll work for your desktop, your PlayStation 5, your Portal, or your phone. It's out 2026. These are wireless, I guess, portable speakers, right?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
They have rechargeable batteries.
Yeah, and a rechargeable base it comes with.
Knowing Sony, I would expect the quality to be excellent, and I expect these to be like $500.
Correct.
Is that true? That'd be I didn't see a price. I didn't write a price down. I didn't see a price, but I would expect they're expensive.
Especially if they can connect to, multiple devices like your desktop and whatnot, like they were advertising.
They're just Bluetooth. I think they'll connect to anything with Bluetooth.
There you go.
Dev said they're $250. That's not bad at all.
Wait, $250 each?
They come as a pair, right? I was just
kidding.
Probably each one.
They come black and white, and I immediately thought, Rob 3000 is going to have the white pair.
Of course.
He already has white speakers, but he's going to do it.
He's going to get white.
And they're cool. Like, they can sit flat, or if you guys saw, they had like a little slant, and you could set them back and have them kind of angled up. I thought they were pretty cool. I love a good portable speaker. Like, I could be talked into that. It would be completely like overkill. I don't need it at all, but might be a nice gift. Like, I might throw that on my wish list one day. Maybe somebody can buy them to me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, I already have my audio set up the way I like it, and I don't feel a need to add anything to it. So for me, this was just kind of like, okay, we got Sony Pulse speakers now.
Imagine sitting there in your chair or your couch with your Portal playing and the sound bouncing out over the speakers. It's kind of crazy.
I don't have a Portal.
Like, what a setup.
I can imagine somebody being like out, like trying to be like outside and like put their two speakers on their balcony or whatever while playing their portable, and we're like, shut that shit up.
Dev says there's too much sound quality lost via Bluetooth.
That is true.
I mean, I have Bluetooth speakers. I listen to them all over. I have speakers all over the place. I have like a giant Bluetooth speaker that I could like power. I could DJ like a pretty big party with, and then I got a speaker in the shower. I've got a speaker by the TV. I've got speakers everywhere. So I like it. We got an update on PlayStation Plus. So your October essentials are Alan Wake 2, Goat Sim, and Cocoon.
Jesus Christ. Goat Simulator? Is that what we're getting now for my hard-earned
That's a big game.
money?
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, that's a big game, dude. Goat Sim's got real players.
Who's really?
If you were to rank all the games you get on that service by popularity, Goat is probably in the top 10 of that list.
Because I saw like Alan Wake, I was like, okay, that makes sense. What's the next?
Goat Sim is way more popular than Alan Wake 2.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. This is just me in my Snerts cave.
I don't know. I think that's true. Is that not true? That would be my belief. But like Goat Sim has real players. I think Alan Wake was like
real players. Like it's a video game with people who play it.
I mean, like it's more of a
bunch of bots.
It's always being played. I mean, like it has staying power. It's around a lot.
Really? I mean, I guess if your life is real fucked up, maybe just taking care of some goats is the therapy you need.
But it's an indie game. Maybe I'm giving it too much.
No?
You know what you're doing, Goat
Sim? As the goat?
You're playing as the goat causing havoc. Like destroying.
Oh, like
Goat Sim sold over 5 million copies, and Goat Sim 3 has already sold over 1 million. It just came out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
I don't know if that's better or worse than Alan Wake, but I feel like Goat Sim has more impact than Alan Wake did.
All right. Cool.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't understand a lot of video game dramas and simulators.
That's honestly, that's just how video games have been.
Okay.
Games like Fortnite and Goat Sim and shit and take off while
like I've seen Power Washer, Farmer Sim.
Yeah, Power Washing Sim's pretty big.
Yeah.
Okay. As of February 2025, Alan Wake has 2 million sales. A little bit over 2 million sales.
See? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think Goat Sim's a little bit more, but it's all the kids though, right? It's the hell you do for the kids. Yeah, it's not us.
It's a meme game.
It is a meme game, and people like it.
Really? People are like, oh, I can make
and people like it.
So I want to play it.
Yeah, like when Goat Sim came to Switch, people were kind of hyped.
Yeah, because you're just the goat running around.
I've never played it, but people like it. Yeah.
I have to say, after joining this network and this podcast group, I have just been
you learn a lot, don't you?
So many new things.
Same.
Outside of my little fucking bubble.
Same.
And I'm just, I see this stuff and I'm like, who is this for? And then you're like,
yeah.
5
and then you meet, then you meet it. Yeah. Then you meet some of those people. You're like, oh shit.
They go down to the local rec center and there's a goat simulator convention going on. I'm like, when did this pop up? What's going on?
I thought I knew something about video games. I started this podcast and I was like, I don't have a fucking clue. I thought I loved the video games that I loved. And then I started this podcast and found online. I'm like, oh, shit, I don't love these games half as much as most people. Like I question my own thoughts and shit all the time, especially fandom. Man, I question if I'm really a fan of anything.
When you are the person in your neighborhood who knows the most about The Simpsons, and then you like go to the greater internet, and you're like, I don't know anything about The Simpsons. I'm not a true fan. I don't have episodes, the code memorized. Yeah. And I don't know every little.
I do that on the weekly. I thought I was great at Mario. All the time growing up, I was like, dude, I kill at Mario. Then Mario Maker came out. I was like, I don't think I've ever played this game. Yeah. I've never played this game like other people have played it.
I'm really good at Halo. Can't wait for Halo 2 to come out. Guess what? You're a beast student again, Snerts. You ain't cracking 80.
For your non-essentials, you're getting The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. It's coming to Extra on the 26th.
Well, they're just trying to get this game to everybody.
Gotta get it out there. It's a work of art.
You get a Last of Us.
They got to prep. I was surprised that wasn't there. Like, wouldn't you have done this like the episode 1 of the new show?
Yeah, you want them to be able to play it, and then
or like the finale, like, and now you could go play the game. Like, I thought it was real odd that like we saved this to December or September 27th. Like, why?
They wanted to wait till people got finished being mad at the TV show so they could be mad at the game again.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
If you were mad at the TV show, come be mad at the game now. Here you go.
It just feels a little missed opportunity there, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they probably were like, hey, we'll probably get some sales from it.
Threw it out there.
Yeah.
Well, and then maybe after playing the game again, they'll go back to the show because it's spooky season, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I'm not getting Silent Hill because I've already picked out my spooky games for next month. So the same for Chronos. I'll get those, afterwards down the line. Gran Turismo 7 got an update. It's getting an update. It's coming this holiday. It's getting like a new track. It's some new cars. They announced there's like over 100 million people have bought it or played it or something like that. You guys excited?
The franchise, to be clear. 100 million people have played a franchise in general, not just 7.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be awesome, though, if it was.
It was a lot less impressive when they're like, since the beginning. It was like, oh, there's the asterisk.
Yeah.
In 30 years. Yeah. All right.
I'm not into racers, and if I am, I'd rather play a kart, to be honest, than a simulation. So this is not for me.
This was I'm not even going to say anything yet. They announced DualSense God of War 20th anniversary controller.
No, they didn't.
Superman.
They announced the controller with some red damn paint on it.
Pre-orders go live October 3rd. It's $85. Guys, where the hell did this announcement come from?
Where did they know? Where did this bullshit controller come from? They just got some paint just something. It's God of War.
Hang on. So I like the jokes about the design itself, but like this whole announcement threw like a curveball. I was like, what? Like, was there any announcement of like a game or more of the game or the game? They were just like, and a controller. Like, why? The game? Like, I was so confused.
And they already did the Valhalla thing with like the new icons and the controls for that, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was weird.
It's like 20 years. Like
it's like something you pair with a remaster or something.
Unless this comes with a 6-pack of Red Stripe, I don't want the controller.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought it was weird. I was watching. I was like, that's weird.
So stupid. It was like my least favorite thing.
It'd be like if Nintendo announced.
They were so dramatic about it too. They're like, "Oh, he's breaking out of the mold for Red Stripe."
It'd be like if Nintendo announced a Legend of Zelda Echoes controller today.
Yeah.
They're like, and we got Echoes controller. You're like, what? Why?
Why? Figured you wanted it. Y'all said y'all wanted it. We wanted it.
Actually, God of War, God of War is a lot older than that, right? It'd be like if I don't know, a Luigi's Mansion 3 got a controller. Like, it's your Luigi's Mansion 3 controller. Like, all right, I guess. It just felt weird.
And it doesn't look good.
No, okay. Now rag on it for it not looking very.
It just doesn't look good. It's boring.
So it's listeners. It's white, and it has the God of War like eye makeup on the right side of the pad. And that's it.
No,
don't they already have a white controller?
I think so.
Yes, they do.
Is it not selling very well?
Probably.
Because that might be why this is happening.
What? Because they're like what else can we come up with?
Let's say the controller, let's say the regular or the black controller is outpacing the white one 3-1. Maybe they are looking at a way to try and clear stock, so they throw together a little anniversary spin-off on it. I would have rather you turn those into Astrobot controllers. I think those would have sold better.
The Astrobot ones look way better too. They're much more designed.
So the thing that threw me for a loop on this,
minimalistic, like you just have literally one red stripe, and that seems to be the biggest difference between your regular white ass controller.
So I actually wanted to go look at that right now, because here's the thing that kind of threw me for a loop. It doesn't have white sticks.
It has black sticks. Yeah.
The white controller has white sticks. Why doesn't it have white sticks? It'd look a lot better with white sticks.
I mean, they came out, and I'm looking at the blue one right now that has
the blue one's way better.
It looks way better. Even the one that has the like Omega symbol in the center. I don't know if that's real or not, but
all right.
Yeah.
So we've hated on the controller announcement. Before we get into the next announcement, Battlefield also got a little snippet in here. Final Fantasy Tactics also got a little snippet in here. There might be another third party I missed, but the show closed.
Well, I would real quick. I was really enjoying that Battlefield 6 footage of the campaign.
Okay.
And because my friend plays the multiplayer, I might end up getting it eventually. I don't know if I'll be day one, but I'm happy to see the game.
Do you not have
campaign that feels chaotic?
Do they do EA access on PlayStation?
I do not know. I'm not too sure. So
I don't think they have, but I don't think they do it for that.
Really? Okay.
But I like vehicle big theater combat. I'm a Halo fan, Yeah. And Battlefield is just more modern military stuff. And I'm happy they have a campaign again. And I hope it's good because I got kind of excited to see it. And it sounds like a very stereotypical modern warfare type of game.
They hit all the Call of Duty highlights.
I thought it was going to be a lot of fun for the campaign, and if that means I can also play multiplayer with my buddies on PC occasionally, I think it might be a purchase that I will make.
They get you, Delvin? Are you back?
Nope, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm the same way with you.
I'm over it.
I don't know what it is to say. I don't know why this is the case. I have lost any want to or anything to play those shooters.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why. I have loved Call of Duty for a decade or more. Bought most of them, played all the campaigns, played Zombies, played World War Z. Warzone. Really enjoyed them for years. Loved the reboots of Modern Warfare. Then I went to go play last year's game. I played it for about 30 minutes, and I was like, I don't really want to play this. And at the time, I got to this house. They have this whole hidden passage house, and I was like, I don't really want to do this. And at the time, I think I attributed it to the house. But since then, seeing the trailers for the next year's, for this upcoming Call of Duty, and all the Battlefield 6, it wasn't the house. I don't know what happened, but I just don't want to. I love shooters, but I don't want this shooter anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, I noticed recently that I tend to like more of the melee combat games, your God of Wars, your Shinobis, the Ninja Gaiden, and I play fewer and fewer shooters. And if I do play a shooter, sometimes I'm really going back to the well and playing a BioShock again, or the Halos, or I just got Gears of War Reloaded.
Sure.
I wonder if we've just kind of, or Far Cry 5 and 6.
See, I'd love one of those.
But I wonder if shooters kind of had their moment and now they're kind of getting stale, and these other games are more exciting, or is it just more melee based games coming out that I enjoy? I haven't really mapped it out, but
I don't know if I can
find myself playing less and less shooters and more Horizon Zero Dawn.
I love the shooter though. That's the issue is I love a good shooter, but I love Turok and Fashion Police Squad and Dusk, and Doom.
When you like the new Doom, right?
And Space Marine and Gears, I wonder. I've wondered since the Battlefield 6 stuff has started if it's just the world. We've got Ukraine and Iran and Gaza, and it's all over the news. And it's I don't, Like when I see that whole militaristic Black Ops 6 and you know like that, I'm just kind of like I feel like my eyes kind of glaze over at the moment. Like I'm just not.
Yeah. But I was playing the Call of Duty series like right after 9/11.
Yeah, same.
During all that kind of stuff.
I'm saying like I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I also think for many years now, I've not liked the direction that those games have taken. You know, like these, like I actually don't even. I would even go a step further at this point. I don't even understand half of it anymore. You know, I load up. You know, like even Modern Warfare 3, I'd load that up, or Black Ops, whatever the last one was called, and you know, you just get like a menu of options. I'm like, I don't understand what half of these things are, and why are all these maps?
That
in the way?
is something.
You know, it's stuff like that. Yeah. It's like friction. Like I find Call of Duty recently to feel I don't like friction that I don't even want to deal with. So if I want to play a shooter, I got a million options I can play that don't have that. You know, it's like something like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I love them. I bought them every year, pre-ordered them all, and then I just did it. It's like I just woke up and was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I have no idea.
I was complaining to a colleague how complicated menus have gotten, especially for the Call of Duty games, and I miss the days where you just boot it up, you hit start, and it says single player, multiplayer, options. Go.
Yeah.
You know, man, and so maybe that's us just getting old, and we're like, yeah,
maybe I'm just maybe aging out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like I woke up and didn't like it all of a sudden. I don't know what that is.
Sure,
but
I feel the same way. I feel like I'm playing more of these semi-open world with RPG like elements. You know, a Ghost of Yote is going to be bought 10-2. I'm not buying Battlefield 6 10-6.
No.
Okay. Well, they closed the show with Wolverine. You finally saw Wolverine. Yes. This will be your big exclusive for next year. It comes out fall 2026, assuming it doesn't get delayed. So this is all you guys. Have at it.
Looks great. Looks fun. I think that's the main thing about the game. They didn't leave the fun at home. I like that they kind of like showed these kind of like closed environments when the game, like the trailer started off like him fighting in these closed quarter combat things, and then as the trailer went on, they showed, okay, no, this is an open world game. You're playing as Wolverine in this open world, this open environment, and you kind of get to go do your thing with Wolverine. I think that's really cool. The voice actor they got for Wolverine sounds good. It sounds unique. It's kind of the same thing they did with Spider-Man, where you have your own Wolverine that kind of feels like Sony's Wolverine as opposed to Marvel's Wolverine. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, 100% echoing all of that. I'm going to be buying this game day one. They already got my money after the 3 Spider-Man games that I've played. And if they're going the violent route that they're showing and they're not like holding back, that's amazing. Omega Red is one of my favorite villains from the X-Men 97 cartoon. And I'm glad to see him in a video game facing off against Wolverine. That to me was always like an interesting rivalry of like, the Canadian Wolverine versus the USSR Omega Red. He's like, all right, just going to play some golf now. Yeah. I hope it's as fun as it looks, and I'm excited to see what happens. And I think it coming out in late 2026 is a good idea because I feel like this is something that I might pick up after being done with GTA 6.
Yeah, this is a good game to come out next year. I'm excited for it. Really good. It was going to be really cool seeing that we got Yote this year, Wolverine next year. So that's, I've been saying it for years now at this point. Where are the games? Like when the system first came out, we got like a decent clip of games in terms of like when I say what are the games, I mean the exclusive PlayStation games. We got a good little clip. Then it kind of just died out almost. They got so much stuff that was just.
Well, we had to make room for Xbox, Delvin.
Yeah, we got so much stuff that felt underwhelming and stuff like that. And I know Wolverine is something that I think a lot of people wanted, and people since that last Wolverine game that was on PS3 that people liked a lot.
Yeah, the Wolverine's originals or origins. It was based off of the movie. That was so much fun. I love that game.
Terrible movie, great game.
Yes, fantastic.
It seems like this game is taking a page from that book and being super violent, and I kind of dig it.
I also found some of the conversation online a little weird where I think this is just like the brainless monkeys from Superman doing the trolling thing. But there was a mix of the cutscenes and actual gameplay in there. And part of me was thinking like, oh, but let's think about this a little bit more. Like, our game's getting so good that you can't really tell the difference in a trailer, or is it just kind of editing and blending them together to give you like a fuller sense of the game? Because honestly, playing those Spider-Man games, they transition from cutscene to action flawlessly.
Yeah,
and maybe that's what they were showing off for this. So I am passionate about this. I do love Marvel stuff. I enjoy Wolverine, who's one of my favorite characters. X-Men is probably my favorite Marvel property out there. And I am excited to see the next chapter. And I hope we get more villains and other characters in Wolverine's universe. But I also hope they do not give it all away by the time the game comes out next year. I
definitely are going to do that.
Shut up. I want them to keep
that's how they market these things, dude. That's definitely
like happening. Don't show the Hulk. Don't have them fighting, don't show Sabretooth. Like, keep I don't know, Maverick. Keep some shit like to the chest and don't show everything. Please. For the love of God.
Yeah, you gotta let that go.
No.
You're just setting yourself up for pain.
Yeah.
This is why I ignore so many things online.
Good luck.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm excited. It's like y'all are alluding to. We're gonna get such a deluge of content as it comes, little bits and feeds here and there. So I think I am at this point like I was for like Superman and Fantastic Four earlier this year, where I'm like, time to avoid all the spoilers until I actually get the content.
Wow. And then just like you really worried about spoilers for Wolverine?
I just want to be surprised. I want to be there and experience it fresh. They already have my money. It's the same thing with like the Cosmic Invasion and the Marvel fighting game. Like, these are things I know I'm going to just throw down the cash for.
Yeah,
I don't need to know more.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the movies I just mentioned. I know I'm going to watch them. I don't need to know anything more. You're already hooked me. It's not like Weapons. Weapons is something that I've been curious about because
like, is it following the story of one of the comic books or something, or is it brand new?
No idea. I hope not.
I just figured like it's going to be Wolverine.
Most
like,
likely,
you kind of know what's going to happen, right?
It's going to be brand new, most likely. They're going to tell their own story. It's going to follow some elements of this comic book, but they're going to be in their own way.
Yeah, but like it's still going to be
Spider-Man.
It's still going to be X-Men, Sabretooth. Like, it's still going to be Wolverine, though, right?
Correct, but it's going to be their spin, and that's the thing that's fun about superheroes. It's like modern American mythos, and you can retell these stories in different fashions as long as you keep the same traits going. It's going to be fun, and they already hinted at in the special this today that Wolverine's memory is kind of like missing, and there's big chunks that he doesn't know about, and now he's going back to like these places that he should be familiar with probably, and then he has to kind of reconnect the past somehow. That's my general assumption, and that's a very Wolverine basic plot. I don't know where I come from. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do is very nice.
Yeah.
Like, I get there's a nuance and little details, and then a different character wasn't there before, but I generally think it's like you kind of know what to expect. Though.
I mean, it's the same thing with like the Spider-Man games. But
I'm not that close to it. Like, I wouldn't, like, if there was I don't know who it would be for you, but if there was like a villain out there and he's in the game and they just showed him in a cutscene, like, I don't think a spoiler like that would ruin anything for me.
No, and when you're playing the game too, you get hints at things like in the Spider-Mans that I'm talking about right now. So like when you see Harry Osborn, or Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin shit's going to be coming down eventually.
Yeah. I get it.
I would say it's the same thing with Wolverine. When I saw Mystique in there, I was like, you know what? I think we're going to have.
Sorry to push back so much.
Stuff. No, it's fine. But again, it's just like a retelling of an old tale, and that's why I like mythology in general. Is you can have these like classic characters like King Arthur.
It's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Like that.
Like, I don't want to weaken it or demean it at all. So I hope it doesn't come off that way. No, I was thinking about it like a Chucky movie or a Halloween movie. It's like, we know what's going to happen. Like, I'm not expecting like a whole lot of difference. Like, yeah, you could be like, oh, that was a spoiler. It's like, yeah, but we know. I think if you were to write down what you think this game is going to be, I think you're probably going to be pretty close. Yeah, because there's like there's a template,
Correct.
Like
and that's what I mean by like traits being passed down versus.
That's what I was meaning, because you were like, I don't want to know anything else. I'm like, would you really care?
I know that there's going to be traits, but I don't want to know the beats in between the traits.
I got you. Yeah. No, I got it. Cool. Was that it?
That's all I got.
I thought Wolverine looked it reminded me a lot of like Ninja Gaiden. With like the movements and stuff. So
yeah, it looks great.
One, I wouldn't be that into a Wolverine game to begin with, but two, after seeing that, less interested. So I just move on for myself personally. Not that I have a PlayStation anyway. But again, to my point earlier, this is why I don't.
Right.
This started happening several years ago, where they'd have a whole showcase of games. Like, I don't want to play any of that. Legit. Like, my favorite things out of this was Deus Ex and Code Vein. Both games I'm not day one on. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of the show overall? I mean, I would say a quality show, like definitely a showcase with a lot of good games in it. I always judge these directs. People that listen to me on Shack know I judge all these presentations by, are you going to buy anything? Like, did they sell you anything? I'm kind of out of here with like, no. Like, there's kind of nothing. And it's like, I might buy something like on a sale or on a Black Friday, but like, there's nothing here that I'm like, got to buy that. So kind of a miss for me.
Most of these are a miss for me. And this is why, again, 11 mehs, 3 super meh, 4 maybes, and 2 fuck yes. So looking at buying 2 games out of the whole bunch, and then maybe down the road. So
what have you done? When you buy more of these?
No.
Okay, damn. All right, so PSVG like not super high on the direct today.
I will say this: I think Saurus looks good. I think Wolverine looks good.
I do think Saurus look good. Yeah, I give you that.
Halloween, I have to see more of.
Nope.
Chrono Strip looks interesting. Crimson Desert looks like a budget title now. I'll get for $20 if I just wait a little while for it. Yeah, that's about it. Covine looks okay.
Taps this Deus Ex top of show. Like I said, for me, I can't have my own fucking opinion. If you don't have my opinions, Dev, join the show.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, that was your PlayStation State of Play. In other news, Pocketpair has announced a farming spin-off called Pal Farm.
Let's go!
It's currently only confirmed for PC, but Pal World Pal Farm will let player gather the series' titular pals and put them to work on a farm, where players will start with barren land and through the use of the pals' special abilities, carry out tasks to build the land into a thriving environment. Even when they opened the show, it opened with like the little pal character like in the mart doing the it's just an Animal Crossing fucking parody. They just rip it off Animal Crossing. So in the light of all of Nintendo suing, Pal World showed up right again. They're like, well, we'll just do it again.
Call them out.
I kind of love it.
I do too.
Yeah.
Great.
I think one of the thoughts that I've had, I think Power completely unabashedly went way too far with Pokemon. But I think the point that they're making is almost like a D-brand thing. Like they went way too far, a little bit too cocky and snarky with it. But the point is sound.
Yes.
And the point is that there is a demand for a higher tier Pokemon game. And now they're pitching that there's a demand for cozy animal sim like things. And in both cases, they're really serving communities that Nintendo aren't. They're trying to bring these style of games to PC and other consoles where Nintendo doesn't with Pokemon. And I definitely don't think this is the case at all, but because I think we're way, way, way off from this ever happening. But if this was to take off and keep selling well, and Power World did sell well. It's like reached like 25 million copies or players or something. Like Power World made a dent. If that kept going, I do wonder at what point does Nintendo decide to maybe compete with Pokemon in other places off Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like if they can't let Power World set up shop on PC and take, tens of millions of players that could be playing Pokemon. Like I don't think you want to seed that territory lightly. And I do wonder if Pal World continues to be a thing, if they continue to reach millions of players, does Nintendo let that go completely unchecked? That's a big part of Nintendo's hardware strategy is selling Pokemon. It makes you buy consoles, but like I wonder what would they come off that stance at all? It's an interesting thought, you know? Like I said, I don't think we're there yet because Pal World's a long way away from Pokemon, but if Pokemon starts to feel it, as we've seen with so many other games, Gears of War jumping ship and Horizon jumping on platforms, you know, I wonder, could Pokemon? People would say crazy, but remember, Nintendo doesn't outright own Pokemon.
No, it doesn't. I think it could eventually.
I could see it. I think they do some wonky shit to try and stop it, but like I could see it. Yeah. And maybe Champions will be a part of that, like right, because that's going to be mobile and console. And is Pokemon Champions coming to PC? I think that you just run it like on BlueStacks or something. But I think that's Champions' thing is that they're trying to make that a ubiquitous type Pokemon game you can play anywhere. But Pal World just lapping up Animal Crossing. And as people wait for the new Animal Crossing, I think it's cool to have an option. Just like Pokopia. You know, it's cool to be able to do something else. Yeah. I like clones. I wish we had more of them.
So what's the next Pal World clone? Like they've done the Pokemon, the farm, like what's the next genre? Simulator? Are they going to go do their own goat simulator?
Super Pal Brothers.
I was this Pal Snap, like Pokemon Snap. Yeah, what would be it would be Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers?
Yeah, Pal
Get them all
Smash.
together, throw them in a ring.
Yeah.
Oh, Pal Kart. Kart Racer.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. I wonder if Nintendo will sue them again. We'll find out. Xbox has raised its console prices again. This time beginning October 3rd, we will update our recommended retailer pricing for the Series S and X consoles in the United States only due to changes in the macroeconomic environment, says Xbox. Before I read off the new prices, remember that back in May, Xbox already raised the price. So this is the second price increase in 6 or 7 months. The Xbox Series S will now be $399.99, $400 for a Series S. The Series X digital model without the disc drive is now $600. The OG Series X, the base platform that launched, is now $650, and that crazy speckled egg 2 terabyte Series X shit that they tried to peddle will now cost $799.99.
Absolutely not.
So,
I mean, it's the next line in the dock that has me fascinated.
Costco appears to be pulling Xbox products from stores and online. And that's not just the consoles. They're pulling like Game Pass cards and stuff down too.
Pull it from the store to the garbage.
Well, we know that Xboxes haven't been selling hardware at all for years. You can't imagine this is going to help them do any damn thing.
No.
At this point, though, with everything they've done, do they even care?
Probably
I don't think
not.
they give a shit. Like, if you're buying an Xbox console, I think they're going to try to get some profit off of you at the top. Because they're bringing their games to other platforms. They probably think this many years in, anybody that was going to buy an Xbox probably already has. You know, like they're not going to sell 10 million more Series anything. So
it's cliche at this point. The price of the brick goes up.
Yeah.
You know, like we just see it over and over and over again.
Well, the interesting this one is that now they're still claiming tariffs. Like they're not saying tariffs, so they're not going to do that. But they're saying
implied, right?
Right, but this is the second increase. Tariffs hasn't raised. They haven't been. They didn't raise since the last time. So they've already raised the price for tariffs. Now they're raising the price for tariffs again, which is all the evidence that you need to know that they're not raising the price because of tariffs.
But then the tariff thing has been ping-ponging back and forth. Like it's almost like a will they, won't they type of deal. So maybe like they're thinking consumers are not going to be paying attention to that. And
no. The tariffs on consoles are done. They've been done for months. So like that's locked in.
But I'm saying like I wonder if there's a number cruncher somewhere and be like, these idiots have no idea about the tariff situation. We could just move forward with this price hike, and that's just what you got to do.
I think the best explanation is the simplest one. And I think the simplest explanation is Microsoft is holding Xbox to find profits. And this is a place where they're going to try to make a profit. If you're going to buy an Xbox, they're going to try to make a profit off of you. because a lot of their other things aren't profits. So that's why, like, all those, that's
Trying
it.
not to lose money on every console sale. Is that what
This
you're
is
getting
why.
at?
This is why they're not selling a console to loss. Like this has been my thing this whole time for like 2 years, Delvin. They're not like the old console model of trying to sell an ecosystem to power a store to earn your 30% cut of everything. Microsoft has said that model doesn't work for them. Like that's but everything they're doing, right? Behavior is a language. Everything they're doing, they're like, yeah, that model doesn't work for us. That's why they're putting their games on everything else. That's why they're trying to sell everything. That's why they're adopting PCs, because they weren't selling enough consoles. They didn't have enough users for that model to work for them.
Yes.
So when that model doesn't work, they're going to try to get upfront costs. That's what Nintendo does. That's why Nintendo doesn't sell the Switch at a loss. They sell it. They're going to sell it above cost, and that's what Ally, right? That's why this Xbox Raw got. I guess that should be priced. I think tomorrow is when Xbox's TGS show is, so we should know the prices for that tomorrow. But that's going to be at least $800, probably maybe more.
I like how there's like a $300 range there. You're like $500, $800.
Yeah. So there's two models.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's going to be the base model that I think is $5, and then the other model is supposed to be $8.
Okay. That makes much more sense.
But they didn't announce that when they announced those products, so people are worried that they could be even more than that. Because that's why Asus and Dell and Lenovo and that they're not selling their products at a loss to sell more of them. They don't do that. Their business is selling the product. Xbox has been transitioning to that business for some time. So I wasn't shocked at all. It's not going to help anybody. If anything, this is just helping PlayStation continue to knock it out of the park. And Prime maybe Switch.
We've had various companies that have been operating at a loss to get started, to get the market share, to get, whatever. I'm thinking especially for Silicon Valley. And then all of a sudden the price goes up for their services because they're already established, they're already there.
That was the point. And I don't think this is it's not about a market. It's not about a consumer. They're not building a platform of people.
No, they're just trying not to lose money with every purchase.
Correct.
Yeah. You have to take consideration that they paid a bunch of money for Activision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
they just shelled out $70 billion in cash.
Yeah, so they want to try to get some of that money back.
Yeah, I think that's the case, is that they're holding Xbox to be profitable, so Xbox trying to find a profitability. This has been my case the whole time. It's not. I don't hate it. I hate how they did it and when they did it, but I don't hate the idea, because I have said before, and I'm going to continue to say, I think Xbox in a niche PC space is pretty awesome. If you think of Xbox less like PlayStation and more like Alienware, a lot of shit makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that actually could be pretty sweet. Like, that is actually somewhat exciting. It's just not what used to be. And I just wish the transition from that to this was different. I kind of hate the transition, but I don't hate the space that they seem to be entering. And if folks don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but they're clearly entering a niche hardware space. They just their business now is making games.
Yeah.
That's their business. They make games, they sell Game Pass. Whatever they do in hardware is going to be a side story to that. It's a sub item. Consoles, controllers, accessories, all of that. So, and I don't hate it. I think you could end up with some really powerful hardware because they're going to sell them at a profit, which means they don't have to factor in. They're not trying to build a console to sell to 100 million people. They might build a badass PC to sell to 8 million people, and that's awesome. That's cool. It's just not going to be what it used to be. But PlayStation won't do that, because at the end of the day, they're trying to reach wide mass adoption, like the Switch, right? Xbox could build a $2,000 Xbox now if they wanted to, and it would crush the PlayStation 6. It would be $3,000, but but they can do it. In the space they're in, where they have this PC launcher and everything's unified, and you've got a handheld and a PC or they could just do that. They could sell 1 million of them, and who cares? Who gives a shit? They make $100 off each one, and that's it, and they move on to the next thing. I think that's a good space for Microsoft gaming to be in. I do. I just hate everything that was sacrificed to get there.
Yeah.
I think we could have made that transition a little softer.
Do you think there would be a market for like a build your own Xbox?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Alienware.
I go.
Yes.
That's why that's where my thinking was going. So
yeah.
like, you go on the website.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I want
Xbox Design Studio. You let you do that with your controllers now.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
you just become like the niche customized high-end market.
It's pretty cool.
It's kind of like what runaround along Sony because they've always seemed like the Apple of the console.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. That's kind of been my I think a lot of my comments for the last 2 years have been taken really negatively on Xbox.
Do you want Steam on there? Well, that's going to be an extra $500.
It's going to be there. Yeah. So like my comments have been taken very negatively and I'm not saying that's not true because they are. Like I had a lot of hurt and shit that I had to process with all of that. Everything that's been going on. But one thing that I've always said, and I think we'll continue to say, is that's not a bad space for Microsoft to sit in.
Right.
They could do a lot of really cool shit. Like if you think about like what a Steam machine, a Steam Deck, a Steam box could be, just apply that to Microsoft, and what they're capable of doing versus Valve is a lot greater.
I also can imagine the advertising campaign already for Microsoft Xbox being like, are you tired of the restrictive environments of the Nintendo Switch and the Sony PlayStation? Do you want customization beyond your dreams? Do you want a partnership with Mountain Dew? Well, guess what, baby? Xbox is back. And like,
so the thing to
go build your own Xbox.
One of the things to see is you see what these rival storefronts have done to Apple and the Apple Store with Epic and like a lot of gaming folks who are part of that. I'm waiting for them to start to pull that attention towards a PlayStation or a Nintendo. Because the same premises are there. The same case can be said. The reason they don't do that is because they're good partners. But I keep wondering, when does that day happen? I think there's a part of me that is, I think I said this years ago. There's a part of me that's always thought that this has been a long-term plan for Microsoft to basically like flip the table. Like they're just getting absolutely hammered in this gaming console traditional space. So they're like, well, fuck it, then we'll get rid of the space. You know, like they go PC, and then once they do it and start spreading their games everywhere, then they have all the right to be the one to show up in court and be like, hey, we put our games on PlayStation. We just want people to be able to access our store on PlayStation 2. Like, why can't we sell our own games? Why do we, like, you can make the exact same case against both PlayStation and Nintendo. And the reason I don't think they do it is because those companies are making a lot of money there. But ever since that Apple case, I've wondered, like, so when does that attention get turned around? Because it could. The same principles apply. Yeah. And I don't know. I've spent way too much thinking about this. Is what you do when you get high. So, like, I think PlayStation in that case becomes like Xbox. Like if that was ever happen and PlayStation was taken to court, I would guess that PlayStation would adopt PC and do their own launcher, and like they would do that and support handheld. Like they would just transition into that gaming space and probably do it better, right? And be good at it. I don't think Nintendo would. And I think everybody thinks that. I think Nintendo would go one of two ways. First way, perhaps more mobile. They're just like, fuck it, we'll just start putting all of our shit on the Apple Store. But honestly, I don't think they'd give up their own thing without failing first. So I think they'd make a Nintendo-only box. They'd be like, fine, we don't need y'all. We'll do our own thing. And they just make a Nintendo box that just plays just Nintendo games. And then just start buying, like, exclusives. Like, yeah, we'll just bring our own indie stuff. And then, like, you can't sell here because we only sell Nintendo games. And unlike PlayStation, I actually think they could do that.
Yeah, they definitely can. They have the fan base for it and the market value for it.
Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know. But these consoles are fucking trash.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, man. I said it, it took me, 3 months after having one? I was 3 months into my Series X. I was like, dude, this shit sucks.
It's just
I can't believe we've raised prices.
With, both PlayStation and Xbox.
They've raised, like, it's $800. They're selling an $800 series. In what world? That's ridiculous. Honestly,
although
the Series X at $650 is crazy work.
By the time I was done adding the extra hard drive to my PS5, I mean, that was pretty much, it was 800, you know, like.
I wonder if we're going to get like, you know, in Japan, they report like weekly sales numbers. And the funny thing about that is the discrepancy that Xbox has there versus the others. If you've never seen one of those weekly reports or monthly reports, it'll blow your mind. It'd be like Switch 2 sold 23,800 units, PlayStation sold 13,500 consoles, and Xbox sold 14 consoles.
14.
Yeah, no, but that's legit. That's exactly what it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if like, are we going to see that here in America soon? There's no way people are buying a $650 Series X. I don't care how much you like Xbox. Not when you can. The PlayStation 5 hasn't been raised yet, right?
No.
Isn't it coming though? I thought there was some kind of inklings that the price was going up, but I don't care because I
thought they already did that.
I think it's coming.
Oh, I thought they already did.
Let me check.
Or was that in
it's
August?
Probably for that
August.
It's probably Pro that doesn't work for like most of the games.
PlayStation 5 is still $550. It's still the same price.
Yeah, but
like,
not by the time I'm done with it.
That's crazy. And you have an Xbox, which is already not the lead, which is already not the popular thing. It's not already, and now you're like, no, it costs $150 more than that's crazy.
Because also you think about it too. It's not, at least for me. Usually when you're buying a new console, I'm going to get an extra controller. I'm going to get a couple games.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like probably $1,000 by the time you're done with it, for the top of the line speckled edition.
Oh yeah, with taxes and everything. Yeah, that definitely goes over that. I was trying to get an idea of what they're going for on eBay right now.
What, the Xbox?
Yeah. They're like 300, ish.
That's gonna go up.
Yeah. So I guess if you really wanted an Xbox, but see, that's the weird thing with this is people are like, how can Microsoft do that? Even me included. I'm including myself and people. But honestly, again, I think anybody that bought an Xbox has probably already bought one. Like, I know there is an exception, but that exception is going to be so minute, I don't think it's going to matter. Dude, I don't like, how many Xboxes were they going to sell this year? 10,000? All right, well, if nothing else, we'll move on. We got Yakuza updates. Yakuza Kiwami 3, a remake of Yakuza 3, has been officially announced. The game will release on February 12th. For all consoles and PC and Steam, and will feature improved visuals, gameplay features, new story scenes, as well as a brand new spin-off adventure called Yakuza 3 Gaiden Dark Ties, starring antagonists, and I hope I got this right, Mine Yoshitaka.
That is correct.
And then also the Switch 2 games, which would be Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, Kiwami and Kiwami 2 are also coming to Xbox and PlayStation.
That's great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, great series. I highly recommend people pick it up. Kiwami 3 is a really solid game, so yeah. I can't wait.
I'd have to play 2 first. I didn't get, I haven't even got through Yakuza 0, so I'm still a long way away from 3. Kojima had his studio had a showcase. They talked about all kinds of stuff they're doing. They're doing TV shows and movies and all kinds of shit. But one of the things they're doing is they showed a trailer for OD. Phil Spencer was there on stage. He says that Xbox is helping with development of the game. They're helping do some of the visuals and technical work. Trailer evoked a lot of PT.
Yeah, it looks great.
So Hideo Kojima said that Knock is the title for his part of OD. And I pulled this from Reddit. I don't know how strong this is. I've seen it bantered around a bit, like talked about, but I've not seen like actual sourcing on this, so take this for a grain of salt. But apparently he told somebody, it's been reported, that he said other directors like Jordan Peele will make their own subtitled part for their part of OD, which is making people wonder, like, apparently this is a mixed media anthology type of thing, maybe?
Yes, because originally, as my son was telling me, this is supposed to be announced as a Jordan Peele Kojima game.
Correct.
but there's more to it than just that.
So it sounds like there will be a video game part, perhaps a video part, perhaps a movie or a TV series or a short part. And maybe there's going to be multiple parts to this thing that they're doing.
I'm interested in it. I like Kojima stuff. I know they were saying, there's a lot of Kojima news came out this week. I know they were talking about Death Stranding. There's a movie, I think it is.
Yeah.
Being set in the same universe, but it's not the same story. And this game has been pretty popular. You know, I saw the trailer for it. The trailer looks really good. I'm excited for it, but I ain't no telling when this is coming. This could be 2027, 2028.
Yeah, it could be. So also, I don't even know, like, is that exclusive now? Is it coming to PlayStation? Is it coming to everything?
It's going to go
everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I thought the trailer looked cool. It looks creepy. I'm here for Kojima doing creepy horror stuff, so sure, but I'm not putting any stock into this. I probably won't see it for years.
Yeah.
Yarden pointed out in the chat, which I think we should pull out. He says that the Pro is $750. How much the PlayStation 5 Pro is?
I think that's correct.
It still blows my mind. At least that's a Pro. Fucking speckled egg Xbox 800. It's crazy. That's always been the case. That thing has always been more than the Pro anyway. It's still, again, crazy. But nobody would have, obviously. That's an obvious statement, but nobody ever would have pegged any of this happening with the start of this generation.
No. There's
consoles
been so many
going
variables.
up. This is crazy. Yeah, not many times. We have multiple increases now.
With the current, since 2020, man, with the pandemic and all the supply chain issues to today's fiscal policies, we're in unprecedented times. I think the outside world factors really contributed more heavily to this than the inside and the industry factors, but that's just my assumption. I don't have any.
I wonder if the flip of the market makes sense. Okay, hear me out. I'm just thinking this out loud. So in the past, you sell as many consoles as you can, hoping to make up for it on the other end. You make up for it on the 30%. There have been lots of talk in recent years of these forever games, these free-to-play games, basically holding up the console model because people aren't buying as much stuff, so all the money's being made there. So you kind of have this chicken or the egg thing where, like, these Fortnite live service things, they're taking a lot of shit for, like, kind of killing traditional gaming, but at the same time, they're, like, the only thing holding up, I guess, traditional gaming, right? So I'm wondering, with that as context, is there a case to be made that this is perhaps not inflation or tariff driven at all, and this is a shift to a different console marketing model, to where when you sell at the start, you are more hungry for users. So you sell low, try to sell as many as fast as you can. And as you start to get to places where you can make money off that user base, you slowly increase the price and start making more profits off the people that show up later. Because you'd think the longer the console's for sale, the fewer you sell. So you're trying to make more off of the ones at the end? Like, is that a model?
You're talking about, are you just talking about like hardware sales?
Yeah, I'm just having to, like, it could be anything. But if that market condition is true, I'm just drawing a correlation that I could see that being like, this is the model. This is how this model works now.
It's not a model, but it is now.
Right. It's like, we're not selling the razor. We're not giving you the razor trying to sell the blades. People aren't buying the blades. So we're going to sell the razor and the blades. You know, it's like, that's kind of just seems like what's happening, really, right?
Yeah.
Well, and maybe
incentivizes you to buy early. Get your investment in early on a console because the price will go up now.
Yeah. Because, like, it's like the less hungry they are for users, the more they can afford to spend on the console. Like, we'll just, you have to wait.
I can also imagine some bean counter or executive somewhere saying, like, why are we losing money on this again? Well, that's the way we always did it, Chief.
Well, Yarden points out,
does that make sense? Does that make sense anymore? Like, shouldn't we change our model? Like, so
hang on.
See.
Yarden says they realize they don't have to lose money on the console record profits year over year. That's true. However, I'll raise that statement. This is kind of where I'm going with this. Let's say you're brushing up against perhaps breaking even or taking a loss or not making your record profit again, And now suddenly you need to find additional revenue because the console market of yore, like that kind of analogy, isn't producing what it used to, or you've acclimated. So now we're just raising the cost.
Yeah, again,
we
like
still
the
have
main
to make
counter was like,
profit.
this doesn't make sense. Why are we doing this? Got enough people to say yes in those boardroom meetings.
But that only goes so far. You will eventually reach the brink where you've raised it so much people won't buy, and now you will contract.
Yeah, and I think we're close to that.
It sounds like that.
So,
that sounds like we're close. Like, this can't continue.
If you get to the point where you're just like build on demand, like you don't have just stock available. Like you don't have an inventory, like as minimal inventory as possible. You just try to like custom build them as they are ordered.
That globally.
It is absolutely. But if you're only selling 14 in Japan, you start looking at other options. Be it becoming a software developer or restricting your hardware development.
Yeah, this makes a lot more sense for Xbox than it does PlayStation.
I don't think I was thinking Xbox.
Because Xbox isn't selling many of these, so it doesn't really matter. Right. PlayStation, it does matter. They raise it, and that really impacts their projected sales because they are selling. They're selling millions of these things. The Xbox is not. So, all right. The Rude segment. The Rude gives us a scoring update. It says the Rude and Delvin are on board first as Borderlands 4 comes in at 82. We all got Dying Light the Beast wrong as it comes in with just under an 80 at 79. This makes the score the Rude 1, the Delvin 1, the former reigning undisputed Rude Games champion of the world Devin 0, and the current two-time reigning undisputed Rude Games champion of the world Donnie with 0.
All right.
So our first... Okay, go ahead.
All right. Over and under 68.5 for NBA Bounce. This new NBA game features 30 teams and mascots, allowing players to create custom avatars in various modes, including Quick Match, Season Tournament, and Chaos Party mode with Rude modifiers. The Rude thinks under. Now, for those who don't remember, this is that mascot trash game we've been talking about for months now.
Yep.
So
it's a mascot-only version of NBA Jam.
Correct.
Which is crazy.
And NBA Jam is being generous because it doesn't even like that.
I just love how this is the second time I've been on this podcast where this game has been brought up.
Yes.
NBA Bounce is an enigma, man. It's its own thing.
I'm going to go.
Sorry, Delvin. Sorry, but I was like, this thing again?
This game looks fucking trash.
It's got 6 written all over it.
Yeah.
I just think the lack of content and players is going to help. But the thing that holds me back, like I want to counterpick you, not because I believe it's going to be, just because I think the chance exists. It's like just a way to maybe catch up like it's almost like gaining 2 points. Because here's the thing. Content-wise, I think it looks terrible. It's got like little masks. This is made for kids. But the actual gameplay, the courts, the characters, looks solid. It looks like if instead of these dumb mascots and kids, if we had cartoon characters of actual players, I think we'd be hyped for this game. Literally, if you just swap them out with players, I think we'd all be like, finally, a basketball game, that isn't 2K.
Okay.
I'm going to take the over.
Okay. To give some people more clarification, this game is made by Outright Games. So I don't know if you know who Outright Games is. They make a lot of like kid stuff and like they.
That's exactly what this looks like. Kids game.
They made Peppa Pig. They made the Ben.
Oh, they made Bratz Rhythm and Style.
Yes, you're getting down to it.
They made
Bluey
Barbie
game.
Project Friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't make like amazing games. I think the best.
I feel like I'm already talking myself out of this.
Yeah. That's why I said let me.
Because here's the thing. I think I'm right. When I look at this game, here's what I say. I think this game's going to be better than they review it. The problem is reviewers are going to kill this game, especially sports game reviewers. They're going to destroy this game.
I think this game. I think the complaint about this game is people are going to say it's very bare boned.
Yeah, it's a sports game for kids. What's the market for a sports game made for children? It's not very high. So yeah, they're going to get their shots in, but. I don't know. I like the counter. I think it's high. I would like a little bit more space on the line, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I feel like 62.5 would be a bit more fair.
Yeah, 68's a lot.
Yeah, like that's the problem.
That's
I think
like almost 70.
There's going to be way more 6s than 7s, so like I don't feel good in the over at all. But I stand by this. I'm almost making a point. I'm taking a stand. Whatever it reviews, 50, 58, 62, I think it's going to be better than that. I think when we actually play it, we're going to be like, it's not that bad.
I also like a couple of the games that may be more boy-centric in their website here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants Unleashed, and Transformers Galactic Trials.
I have both of those games. One of them is good.
And how are those?
Horrible.
Is the Transformer one the good one?
No.
Not even a little bit.
Nope.
Nope, it is not.
Delvin, Traumatron is very sad right now.
Snerts, what's your open under on it?
Oh, I have no idea. I almost want to buy the game just to see what it's like after hearing about it so much on this glorious podcast.
Well,
this is that podcast.
It is like full
but
price.
I feel like this is going to be like a 50. So I'll probably go under.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. That's what I would expect. Yeah.
Just to let you know, Snerts, this game is full price.
Get basketball class. Yeah, that's the other problem. Is it's never
$50.
mind. I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna take the under.
50?
I forgot about the price. It's $50. Yeah, it's $50.
$50.
This game has no business being more than $20.
That's just going to be 15 in 2 weeks.
Even if it's half good, people are going to destroy this game.
I am not spending. I assumed that was like something I could play on my iPad for a minute there. The way it looks like
it does look like an Apple arcade.
That's why I said let me say the price.
Yeah, never mind. I'll take the under. I'll take the under.
We're down to 32.
I'll counterpick you on whatever you do Ghost of Tsushima, but I got to take the under on NBA Bounce. That game's going to get murdered.
Okay.
$50?
Okay. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
The next one, over or under 87.5 for Ghost of Yogurt. Ghost of Tsushima scored at 83. The Rude thinks under. This is actually a good line.
Yeah, I'll counterpick you. So whatever you pick, I'll take the opposite.
Ooh, this is going to be hard because usually sequels get reviewed very well for PlayStation. So I can see this getting a 90.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Ooh. I liked Horizon.
I did too.
Yeah, we need more Horizon games.
You know what? I'm going to go over. I think it's going to get a 90.
Really?
I'll take the
wow.
Under.
I think it's going to get a 90.
If I was guessing on my own, I was also going to take the over for whatever it's worth.
Really? Okay, cool. I feel like there's this like weird undercurrent of stupid online hate with this game. And
really? You'd be more connected to it than me. I'm not paying attention to this game at all.
I mean, I saw the Sapporo in my local Rouse, and people weren't flocking to it. No, I'm sorry, that's just stupid. From the last, that was a reference to like the PSX.
I know, yeah, I get it.
Episode.
I was the one person there watching.
I just want. Yeah, thank you for joining. El Uno. But yeah, I wonder, because I think the game is going to be amazing, but I wonder if stupidity is going to sink the score.
I think the industry is due for a win, and I think a lot of people would like to give that win to Ghost of Yotei.
Yep, and that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay,
I think people want this game to do well because people have been talking so much about PlayStation not producing single-player experiences for a while.
I think it's even just gaming. I think your PlayStation thing is solid, but I think gaming-wide, I think there's a desire, a want for a big tentpole single-player game.
Yep.
Well, I hope so, because I am so excited to play that game.
Yeah. I think it's going to review very high.
I do too.
Good.
All right. It's question time. Our first question from Yarden, and this is a good question. What do you guys think about power slap / slap fighting? Any thoughts? I just found out it was an actual thing a few days ago. It's pretty dumb, but also kind of entertaining. Have a good show. Now, let me clarify something. Power slap and slap fighting
different things.
is very different things.
Yep.
Power slap is the lead that the UFC guy has.
Dana White.
Dana White has. When you put your hands behind your back and let somebody slap the shit out of you.
Smack the shit out of each other until somebody falls down.
Yeah, I don't like that. But I, as a youngster, used to slap fight. That was the thing that we used to always do in the streets. That was the hood thing.
Gold coin, just dropping.
Yeah, I don't think it was just a hood thing. It was also
fights.
a San Fernando Valley thing as well. We did slap fights for sure.
Yeah, slap fighting's fun. It was fun, fun horse playing around type thing. So I don't have a problem with slap fighting. Power slap like this is terrible. Yeah, you might get a concussion off that shit.
Yeah, but how's that any different than any other fighting sport?
Like football or hockey.
That's any other sport, like contact sport.
Well, football and hockey, it's kind of the same thing.
I mean, it's just boxing, fighting, MFC. Like it's all any contact sport. You're subject to that.
Anytime you agree to get smacked in the fucking head, you're going to have some issues.
I think the difference with power slap is you're not protecting your face.
I'm asking you to embellish.
Yeah, it's just like you're holding yourself out waiting.
Yeah, it's the whole point is a tough guy sport.
As opposed to boxing where you have to protect yourself, and UFC is the same way you have to protect yourself.
Nobody wants to watch people not hit people.
Yeah, that is true. It's not for me.
I'm not pushing back. I'm making you.
But you're correct. You're correct. Nobody wants to watch that. I think power slap to me is kind of like just. I wouldn't even call it a sport. It's more of a
definitely a sport.
It's more of a spectacle, if anything, to me at least.
My issue with power slap is that I don't hate it out the gate. Like I get the idea, I guess. The premise I understand. In boxing, we have way too many matches where the crowd feels underserved. And power slap is kind of, and I say boxing, I mean martial arts. So UFC, MMA,
everything.
I'm talking fighting sports. Fighting sports. So power slap kind of is the counterculture reaction to that. Instead of defensive, instead of people like it when the UFC fighters just fucking stand there and throw hands. So power slap is just that. So it's like there's an efficiency to it from a product. I'm like, I kind of get it. Here's the reason I don't like it is I don't think power slap tells a good story. Boxing, UFC, mixed martial arts, grappling, there are stories to be told of these two men or women fighting in the ring. There's stories of their style, stories of their background, stories of resilience, stories of getting caught, stories of failure, stories of success. I don't think power slap has that. Because it's the same story every time. You stand, you grab the handles, and you get slapped in the face.
Yes.
The only story that you're telling moment to moment is whether or not this person is more powerful, more tough than the person before. But it is the same story every match, every time. So I think the longevity of something like a power slap as a television product, I think, is limited because of that reason. It'd be really hard to have a power slap hype vignette.
Yeah.
This is Juan Carlos Cortez and he's come up power slapping across the country. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hit as well. But that said, I wonder if power slap makes a lot of sense in a TikTok world. Where people don't want to watch a 6-hour card, 4-hour box. People that are interested, they just, here's a TikTok. Because if you're sitting down to watch a fight, power slap is bad. If you're scrolling by and you see a power slap match, it's so short and self-explanatory that you're probably going to sit there and watch that for 18 seconds and then move on. Right? So in a world like that, in a short attention span world, I think power slap is kind of genius. But personally, because that's the question, sorry to go on, I'm high. So, but sorry to go on that tangent, but personally, I don't like it because of the story. The story's the same. If you've watched power slap for 10 minutes, you've watched all of power slap.
Yes.
You know?
So it's weird because Power Slap to me feels like a exaggerated bar game where it would be like, some guys are doing like arm wrestling, some guys are doing axe throwing, they're doing darts, they're playing pool, some people are doing Power Slap. And I don't want to discount the fortitude that someone has to have to get smacked in the face over and over and over again by an opponent who's very strong. But it does seem like the T-ball of fighting. Like, here's the ball, it's on the tee, hit it as hard as you can.
Yeah, because it's not measuring it's not measuring your merit as of a skilled technician. It's just a measure of toughness.
It's a replacement for the punch game that they used to have at the bar, but then that one strong guy like hit it too hard. You know, like
I've seen some power slap with some. I've seen some power slap with the gals.
Okay,
it's pretty compelling. They smack the shit out of each other.
Yeah, well, that's just because you were horny.
No, no, not that.
Yeah, they slap shit at each other. Well,
they do. It also is an avenue for like maybe less than athletes to find. Like, I don't hate that either.
Well, they're doing a thing where they're getting wrestlers, indie wrestlers, to do it.
Dude, I was just about to say, like, if we had Celebrity Slap or WWE's, like, I would totally watch that.
Oh, no.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Match.
Oh, that'd be great.
Celebrity Slap.
They're getting indie wrestlers to do it.
Dude, if Will Smith signed up for Power Slap, absolutely watching that shit. You know, like, yeah, there's something there. I think there's something there.
It could be so good. Instead of like Dancing with the Stars, it's like slapping with celebrities.
I'd rather this. Hey, I'd rather that than these like half-hearted celebrity exhibition matches that we're getting with Logan Paul and shit.
Well, that's good.
I'd rather watch Power Slap than that.
It is strange though. It's also humans will find a way to make a game out of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the oldest game there is. It's like we've been doing this shit since Cain and Abel.
Yeah, slapping bitches.
I mean, I do say so. I challenge you to a duel.
I mean, it does. I kind of like it because I say I like it. I've never watched it, but like I almost want to believe in it just because like the fighting world, like I love a good fight. Me and Jack watched the Canelo Crawford match.
Good fight.
Good fight. Yeah. Loved watching that. And I was thinking, like, we don't get enough moments like that. We don't get enough good fights.
Yeah.
And I was explaining that to my son. He really likes the fighting stuff. And he didn't really realize that I ever, like, watched any boxing or MMA. So he's trying to tell me who, Canelo. I'm like, no, I know. Like, I watched him fight Mayweather. I get it. And I told him I liked Bud. I was like, I think he's going to win. I was happy to see him do it. But I told him, like, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but you guys can check me here. My memory of fights when I was little was that they happened, I want to say all the time. I remember watching like ESPN or cable, and we had fights, boxing fights, like every Friday night it was a boxing fight. And oftentimes they were title fights, and they may not be like the giant Mike Tyson fight, but a lot of the people that fought like on the undercards or fight, like I saw champion boxing fights a lot.
Yeah,
I knew a lot more about fighters back then than now. Like now, there's so many different promotions, so many different divisions, people ducking each other. They fight once every 5 years. Like, it's like there's something about Power Slap that's like way more centralized, simpler, and organized that like I want to bring that back to like MMA and boxing. Like I miss that in those worlds.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I never really followed fighting when I was younger, but
it's a fucking mess.
But again, it reminds me of like, my mom really liked watching the bowling leagues back in the day, and I would find that compelling as well because you're just seeing people
competitive bowling
after strike, right? And so that's what I'm thinking of. Like, it's not this like top tier entertainment.
Yeah,
but there's like a place.
It's definitely low brow. Yeah,
it was like ESPN 25, and I saw like drone racing.
What is it? It's over the top.
Yes,
sure. It seems
it's over the top,
but like people also do curling for a living, and that's an Olympic sport. So
I want somebody to come out like Sylvester Stallone and turn their hat back around and fucking smack the shit out of somebody.
No, we gotta get Sly Stallone. He's gonna make his own movie. He's gonna be called Power Slap.
And the next time we have
smack his way to the top.
The next time we have beefing rappers or something, Fucking sign him the slap thing.
Yeah. Drake and fucking Kendrick.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Might as well.
Wow, we spent a lot of time on that question. That was fun.
Yeah. All right. Our next question from Math Man. What is an artist that was taken too soon? Every time I hear Jim Croce,
my fucking God.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, let me step in because Math Man, you've nailed it. I love Jim Croce. He's one of my favorite artists, and that is definitely the answer. He's incredible. His music's incredible.
Well, looking him up now.
70s, 70s singer-songwriter stuff. His song Operator is one of my favorite songs ever. I love all of his songs.
Smooth Operator?
No.
No, that's...
I think he died at 30.
He does look very 70s.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
but one of the best. It's like bad Leroy Brown. It's bad.
Oh yeah.
Bad
Okay.
Leroy Brown, baddest man in the. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I have.
Time in a Body, just like a singer, like a James Taylor type.
Yes.
It's that kind of music. But yeah, if you've never heard Operator, it is one of my favorite songs. I love that song. My wife would tell you I listen to it all the time. I love that song. So it's like that song pops up in my TikTok like every 18th video. That's how much I love that song.
Okay.
So, yeah, that'd be my answer.
The answer for me is simple. Notorious Big.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that Notorious Big only had like 2 official albums, considering the impact he's had on hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got only 2 albums, and he died like he was like 24. Him and Tupac.
I thought you or Dev would say when I saw the question.
Yeah.
I was like, they're gonna talk about Biggie or Tupac.
The reason why I don't say Pac is because Pac had like, even when he passed away, he had like 5 albums. He had a lot of albums before he died.
I thought of other people, but like what stopped me from offering a different answer is, as much as I still wish they were here, a lot of them released a lot of stuff, or they were here for a while. Even if they didn't release a lot, they were, here. Like Chris Cornell lived a life.
Yeah.
Like maybe Chester, but even then, Linkin Park had like a real run. Like Jim Croce literally was taken too young. Like,
Yeah, my whole thing with Notorious Big was, like I said, we never got to see.
Yeah, no, I think that counts. Yeah,
the
spot
best
on.
of Notorious Big. Like we got to see him make 2 albums. We never got to see him fail. And I think that's an important part of being a musician. Creating great music and having that moment where, well, this isn't that.
Or just last.
Yeah.
I think a lot of artists even struggle just to stay relevant. Like, what is that like? Like, I didn't say Kurt Cobain either. We've talked about that bit on Shack a bit because Rebecca's a big Nirvana fan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Nirvana because, like, I don't know if Nirvana ages well. As we come through the 90s, knowing where Kurt was with where Nirvana was going, I don't think those two things, like, that band was heading for a breakup of some, major, like, that was never going to last. I don't think that was ever going to last.
I am a 90s kid, and I would like to cut in here with my own Nirvana story. I don't have it on a regular playlist, some of the more obscure hits. I have just like Smells Like Teen Spirit on my regular Spotify random 90s rock playlist, and that's about it. And there's certain bands that I would also add, like Sublime and Limp Bizkit, to the list that I'm just like not as into as I was when I was younger, but I'm still playing other, bands from that era, like System of a Down or Tool, or even Cake. Cake's a random one that I love. Cake. I love Cake so much.
I tease the shit out of her about that.
Oh, you should, because Stick Shifts and Safety Belts is one of the best romantic songs I've ever heard, and off of their Fashion Nugget album. But anyway, it is interesting, like how you give them some time, they don't really last. And I also find it fascinating that you all were focusing on music, where personally, I was thinking of stand-up comedy, and I was thinking of like Robin Williams, who happened to pass away on the same day that my own father passed. So like I originally had this celebrity pass that I was very passionate about, and then the anniversary of death fell on my dad's day, and so it's emotion upon emotion, and it's just ridiculous.
And even Robin had a run, like he was around.
He had a run too, and also the other one was like Norm Macdonald. But if I'm going on the younger end, what you all are talking about, it's probably Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's a better fitting one for sure. Yeah,
like
it's definitely gone too soon.
You know, like an escalator never breaks. It just becomes stairs. You know,
my wife loves him to death. She loves him so much.
Like his whole bit of like Donner Party of 8 is amazing. It's
his
so
70s
funny.
show cameos
so
are really
good.
funny too.
Yes, yeah,
I love those.
So probably Mitch for my young two. Chris Farley, that's a good one, Yarden, for sure.
Oh, good call.
Yeah,
good call.
Definitely
Farley for sure.
I mean, David Spade has been the same since.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
If I go actors, I got to go set Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah,
that's a good call.
100%. Yeah, also, sorry, Delvin, but like his death, like convinced me that I should just get a colonoscopy just to be safe. Like I know that might be like too much info, but
no, it's
seriously,
not.
folks. Like I'm around the same age as most of the Avengers from Infinity War, and that shook me pretty big.
It's crazy to think that all the movies he's been in, like when he played Black Panther, that's the role he's known for, and people want to see more of that, and he was just gone. People like really hyped, like that was gonna be like the moment he was gonna blow up, like be like a huge star.
Well, and like I hate to say
Denzel level.
I hate to say Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that's also a great one.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt.
I was in tears when I seen that crawl across my feed.
Yeah.
Like I never like ran downstairs like no, because I went to initially when the news just came over the wire. It was like Triple H is like I thought the worst. I think everyone did. You know, I was very happy and relieved that wasn't the case, but like was crushed because he had just come back. He had just had that moment in the ring after being gone, after being like in, you know, because we were doing our show and stuff back then. At that time, I was chasing every clue and I was so excited, and then gone. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
I felt the same way about Brody Lee.
That was tough.
Brody Lee was like when he got to AEW, I became like a huge Brody Lee fan.
Yeah.
Everything he was doing with the papers and throwing the papers and stuff, he like showing his personality. Then you hear about his wife and his son and their relationship. I'm like, God, this dude's kind of awesome. Like a really cool guy. Then like he's just gone.
And I always think like that did a number on Bray too.
It did. It really did.
Yep. Pour one out. Good folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally recommend anybody listen to Jim Croce anytime you get a chance. Excellent songwriting. One of the best.
I just downloaded some stuff of his.
Awesome.
All right. We got quite a few more questions.
We don't have to do them if you don't want to.
I want to do Ray's on because
let's end it on the.
I don't have to work.
Let's end it on the death note.
I just get to go to bed.
Hey, we've also solemn. Has everybody cried themselves to sleep?
Well.
All right, this has been PSVG.
Yeah, we got at least lift spirits out of that.
I want to do Ray's on because I think he needs it.
All right.
So, Ray says, given today has been a crap day. Sorry to hear that, Ray. What's a game that always puts you in a great mood or brings back a favorite memory and why? For example, for me, it's Luna Silver Star Story. I remember it coming out on Sega, but I got to play it first on PlayStation. So a younger me was so surprised with the music and voice acting quality. I fell in love with it from the first moment to the rolling credits. I got back to it once a year, and I always smile when the opening scene kicks in. So there you go. That's a great one, Ray. Mine's,
go ahead. Sorry. Thanks, Selvin. Ocarina of Time, Zelda. I play that all the time on my 3DS, and I usually take it when I'm visiting my mom for Christmas, and it's just like my Christmas game that I play. And then the second one being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist. My brother and turned sister at the time, we'd play that all the time. It was a solid, you can beat it within an hour. We knew it ins and outs. And probably the third would just be Halo Combat Evolved, specifically the Assault on the Cartographer and the I think that's the beach level if I'm not mistaken, and then the one where you're in the snow and you've got the planes and everything like that. So if I'm ever feeling the funk and I need the nostalgia, those are the three that kind of like usually get me out of it.
Those are dope choices. Mass Effect 2.
Good answer.
And the reason being is because I vividly remember me being a young man with my son being in the house watching me play Mass Effect 2. And he was like, that was really young back then. And he would just sit down next to me and watch me play the game. And I think that's one of the things that just sparked his love for video games, watching Dad sit on that couch and play video games like Mass Effect. But that was the one in particular I played a lot that he would sit down and watch me play. I'm like, oh, okay, this is kind of, I can. That was the moment I saw in him that, okay, this is going to be something that he's going to like to do when he's older. And the same thing with his sister with certain things. I just remember those, like that one, Mass Effect, and it was New Super Mario Brothers. I remember playing that game with them on Wii, and us playing together.
I was going to ask Wii or DS.
Yeah, it was on Wii because we would play and then we would pick each other up and throw them and stuff like that.
Multiplayer chaos.
Yeah, that was the side scroller one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of that game with my roommate.
There were rumors recently that was
good.
coming back, and it didn't. Those rumors didn't come true. But when it came out, there were a lot of. So I'm so glad you brought this up, Snerts. In Nintendo Land, those games, that whole series, is kind of shit on.
Yes.
Like Mario
Really?
fans give
Why?
New Super Mario Bros. A ton of shit because there's so many of them that people feel like it's like too samey. Because we had New Super Mario Bros. DS, Wii, New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U, New Luigi U, and then we got another one for, was it Switch?
Yeah.
Was there another one, or is that just Wonder?
I think it was another one.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, was there another one? But anyway, yeah, for years I've had, Nintendo show. Years I'm doing podcasts, and every time 2D Mario comes up to, people bitch and complain constantly.
That's my preferred Mario.
I am a 2D Mario fan as well, but particularly that one, when these rumors were coming out, I just reminded people, I was like, dude, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was kind of a juggernaut for the Wii. Huge. And I was like, there's a whole generation of people like, that's their Mario game. And it brought up like all these things that the series has been ever since. The multiplayer aspect, kind of the chaos, and like it's all fun. Started there. Yeah. That's a great game.
I would like jab Brenton like as he was
I love hearing this
and killing it. You know what I mean? Like that's and I have a 3DS and I have the New Super Mario, which I love. I completed the shit out of that game. I have Mario 3, and then I have Super Mario Brothers SNES. What was that? World? Is that World?
Super Mario World.
Yeah. And those are my Mario games that I play ad nauseum.
When you say you have it, do you have the DS version or you have the 3DS one? Super Mario Bros. 2?
3D. I don't know. It's whatever's on the white brick behind me.
Okay. But if it's 2, I didn't like it.
It's probably dead or outside booted up right now.
Is it a 3DS game or a DS game?
Okay, hold on. I'll just see if I have the actual code. Hold on. I'll be back.
Yeah, because I didn't like 2. I don't want to say I didn't like it. It was fine. 2 was just fine. It was a good Mario game, but not memorable.
All those games.
Not memorable. Yeah, like I definitely didn't play it hating it. Like it's fine. Just
they're fine. Like I never looked at them like, oh, I hate this. No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I played it and liked it, but not as much. Like my least favorite 2D Mario game, probably. So it's a high bar. It's a high list. A lot of great games. But yeah. My answers are. I don't know what my answers are. Your feel good game. I think Mario Kart does this for me a lot.
That's a good one.
I like playing Mario Kart, especially when I like tune out or zone out. Mario Kart's good for that. I don't have to focus too much. I don't have to learn anything new. And it's just kind of a joyride. It's a fun ride. Even if it's crazy and get shot and stuff, you get to zip through some Nintendo nostalgia. That's pretty good.
So it was actually in my 3DS. It's super.
Yeah, it's the DS game. Same. Yeah. That's the good one. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I think Golf Story, perhaps.
Oh, that's a good one for you.
Golf Story is a really funny game. Have you ever, Snerts, you have a Switch at all?
No.
I think you would actually really like Golf Story. It's very funny. It's very punny.
Well, and also with like my 3DS being kind of on the outs, like I pretty much have to keep it plugged in to use. I have been.
Just get a new battery.
Just get a new battery.
Yeah, it's like $8 on Amazon. Just swap battery. Yeah. Change battery. Right. I just did mine. I changed my battery on my Wii U gamepad, my 3DS,
super simple,
once every 5 years.
Yeah,
Dude, it's one screw. Take the back plate off, unplug, plug it.
All right, I can handle one screw.
Yeah, no. This is very now changing the battery in your Switch, a little bit more involved, and they glue the fuck out of those things. They're in there, but the 3DS is a hot swap. It's like changing a cartridge. Piece of cake.
It's kind of like on my Sega Genesis, where every once in a while I got to get a new power adapter and whatnot. Yeah.
I'd also throw. I mean, I've waxed poetic about this game for like 10 years, but Breath of the Wild. I feel such at home, and I feel so happy when I'm back at Breath. Like even landing on the plateau. You guys saw it when Switch 2 launched. I had the best 1 month of Switch 2, I think, than anybody I saw online. Everybody's bitching how much it costs or about Mario Kart. I was like, I'm having the best time. I'm having the best time of my life. I'm playing my favorite game at its absolute peak, and it was everything I could have ever hoped for. So, yeah, I do love that game. It does put me in a good mood. There were times for years, even on Switch, where I didn't have time to play a new Zelda game. I didn't want to do that, so I would just boot up Breath of the Wild and just take like walks. I would just like walk around for like a couple hours and figure something out, do a side quest or whatever. Maybe not do anything. Just take a stroll for the horse, whatever. Just be in that game again. And then I would go off and do something else with a different game. You know, I do love that game a lot. So, you want to do another one?
Yeah, I'll do Dev's question since he's not here, which I don't know. Maybe this.
That's for Sean. That's not even, don't even do that.
Yeah,
pick another one.
We're gonna wait till like Sean.
I like just delete. Does not exist.
Yeah, because that was for Sean, but me and Sean, we didn't have notes. We never have had notes. So.
It's probably because I just saw that Ice Cube War of the Worlds movie recently, but Donnie's
why would you do that
right now? He's like delete right.
Why would you do that? Why would you watch that movie?
Because I enjoy.
I didn't even watch that movie.
Was it anything like War of the Worlds, or was it just like a name play?
It was a premise of War of the Worlds to make money during COVID with Ice Cube as an Amazon.
But it wasn't like anything like the novel, like the previous War of the World movies.
Sort of, but it has none of the impact and none of the gravitas.
Oh man, that first movie is so good. Also,
I love just shitty things. I watched all the Lake Placid.
I do too, but like you want it to be good though, not
yeah.
You want it to be good though. No, I don't want to hear a damn word from you, Delvin. You push.
Hey, I did not
fucking watching Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. You shut up. You are not. This ain't you. We're talking about like I like good, bad, not just awful.
I think the conversations around how awful it's been has been worth me watching the movie.
Okay.
There you go. Not watching it. All right.
I don't recommend it.
I'll ask TPR's question because it's similar to the one we just answered. What's your go-to Zen game and why?
I feel like that's almost the same answer.
It's like the same question, yeah.
Pretty much.
Pick a different question.
Let's see.
While you pick one, Yarden says his game is Last of Us 1 because it takes him back to a time and place when Last of Us 2 didn't exist. That was for me for years. I replayed Last of Us like every year for like 6-7 years there for a minute.
I did that for a while too.
I haven't played Last of Us in a minute. It's been a while.
Yeah. Here, I'll do Stingray's question. Can all food be categorized as a soup, sandwich, or salad?
No.
What would a piece of chicken be categorized as?
A steak. A
steak. Yeah, like I immediately thought like a pork chop.
An apple. A banana. A bagel.
What's
Just
ice cream? What's ice cream? Is ice cream soup?
A soup.
Candy?
Ice cream can't be considered soup.
Oh, ice cream's a soup if you let it melt.
What's cake? A sandwich?
A sandwich. Because it's layers.
Yeah, I've heard the hot dog or a taco sandwich thing. But yeah.
Yeah, but okay, there's an argument there because it's bread with.
Yeah, I thought like maybe that's where this came from, but there's a lot of things where this doesn't work at all.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right. If I buy a watermelon, that's not soup, sandwich, or salad.
What's a granola bar?
It's a condensed sandwich.
It's a condensed
No, it's
salad.
not. It's not a sandwich. Condensed salad. It's a salad.
Condensed salad.
A condensed salad of nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
like
good.
how you're just gonna
Yeah.
It's like, can all things be paper, plastic, or
Is an orange a sandwich in this scenario?
or a salad if you cut it up?
Yeah, it has to be a sandwich, I guess.
Because it's covered by the
What's
the,
a chicken
the skin?
wing?
That's definitely a soup.
Yeah.
What?
The wing? I don't know.
Yeah, because you put it in broth. You soak it in water for like 3 hours. It becomes a soup.
Is sushi a sandwich?
It is
Sushi
not.
can be a sandwich. You can make ours a sandwich.
Dude, we went to a new sushi place and I took a
That
picture.
place looked good. I saw that picture. It looked
It
good.
was all you could eat.
Oh, now we're talking.
I sat down and the guy came over and he gave us his whole spiel. He was very good. We weren't expecting that. We were like, let's go out and we're gonna come home and fuck. And I was like, let's go get sushi. And we sit down. And they're like, all right, because they're like everything on the menu, you can order as much as you want. He's like, if you have a bunch of leftovers, we'll charge you extra. He's like, but we're not gonna. He's like, we're not gonna do that. He goes, you can have as much as you want. He's like, if I think you're ordering too much, I'll let you know. He's like, but you can start small or start big. He's like, everything you want. And it was like $35 a plate. So it was like $100 for both of us. Me, her,
that's great.
Tip and everything. It was like $100.
That's great.
But literally, and it wasn't just sushi.
Get
Sushi,
the
hibachi, was like the whole thing. Yeah, everything. Yeah. He's like literally everything on the menu. You can have as much or as little as you want. And I was like, do people order? Because I was almost like insecure. I was like, I want to order like 6 things. He's like, yeah, people do that. I was like, fucking let's go. So, I think I've always wanted that. I've always just wanted like 2 pieces of all the sushi instead of committing to one
that
sushi
before,
roll.
but they were very clear that if you order an extra roll and nobody eats a part of it, you're getting charged the full price of the roll.
Yeah, he said they charge by pound, like they'll weigh.
But everything but up to that. So as long as you're eating most of it or whatever, if there's like a couple bites, they're not going to be like really dickish about it. But what they want to avoid is somebody being like, all right, I need 14 other
It's like we went to one
rolls to go.
a couple of months ago. We went to one that was on a conveyor belt. This sushi chef is just making shit.
Dangerous.
He puts it on the conveyor and it spins around and you can take whatever you want off of it.
Yeah, I've been to that.
But the problem with that I found was first, it was a little confusing. Trying to figure out like, all right, how much are we getting charged and like what's this and what if I want to order something versus what's out there, and it was somewhat tedious.
Hit the machine.
This one was a lot better because he's like, you can have whatever you want. I was like,
yeah.
So I basically used an opportunity to like try all the sushi I wanted to try before. Never ordered it because I was afraid, I ordered it and I don't like it. Now I'm out, $30.
Have you ever done the Japanese mackerel? That's one of my personal favorite sushi.
No, I haven't.
I love it. I usually get a seared albacore, Japanese mackerel, and then unagi because I like Yeah, those are my favorites. And then
I'm much simpler minded. My favorite sushi
usually
roll,
doing the salmon and stuff like that in California roll.
Do you guys have a restaurant called Rock and Roll Sushi out west?
No,
I don't. I don't imagine that this would be a California.
We do have Oops Sushi though, which is my favorite place to go.
Oh god, no, this restaurant is terrible, but I love it. This is a terrible restaurant that I love because they do have a roll, and it's my favorite sushi roll. But we have a place that's called Rock and Roll Sushi. It's an 80s rock themed sushi bar.
Sure, why not?
And you order off of albums. It's very like hard rock cafe.
I already have an imagination.
Yeah, so they give you an album cover and you order off of like Aerosmith or Guns N' Roses or some shit. But they have a sushi roll. I think it's called the Rock and Roll Experience. I don't remember exactly what the name is. If that's not right, I can tell you what it is though. It's the mango one. They have it's a mango habanero sushi roll with I want to say I think it's spicy salmon and like mango and eel sauce and like a spicy pepper something on it, and it's like the perfect blend. It's my favorite thing. There's cream cheeses in there somewhere. It's the perfect blend of spicy and sweet.
Okay.
It's both of those things at once, and I like the blend is, man, it's heavenly. I'll go out of my way to go to that shitty restaurant just to eat. And when I go to other sushi places, I'm like, do you have a spicy mango sushi roll?
I've never heard the word mango and sushi
what?
in the same sentence.
But it's great. It's great.
Sure.
It's so good.
I mean, that's one of the fun things about sushi is that you can pretty much throw everything against a roll.
100%.
Odds are it's going to work. Like one of the ones that I like, it's like a monster roll, and it has shrimp tempura, fried like blue crab, asparagus, and then they like lace like tuna and salmon on the front, and they put like the spicy mayo on it with the crunchy stuff and the garlic and all the little things with the little eggs, and you just bite into it. You're like, yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Let's see if I can find this before we cut the show.
This does make me want to do. I've been doing too much Ralph's sushi, which is fine. It spicy tuna roll is basic. It works, but after seeing your photo and then like hearing the conversation we're having now, I'm like, I need to go to like a legit sushi place and sit down and have some sake and enjoy myself.
It's a shrimp tempura, cream cheese, cucumber, sliced mango outside, topped with sweet chili, eel sauce, possibly served with spicy salmon. It's all of that.
Possibly
together.
Served.
Yeah, it's an option.
Oh, okay.
if you don't want the tempura,
I feel like they spin the wheel.
It's if you want it. Do you want it raw?
Oh, it's a replacement. It's not a yes
replacement.
and.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So.
All right. Nice.
All right. I think that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch you next week. Except Dev, who just didn't come to the show. It's 2 weeks now. He's about to Elaine us. He's about to pull an Elaine.
Probably.
We're about to get like that kind of funny, like we broke up with PSVG, like Elaine and Dev video. They shoot it like back to back and shit.
Yeah.
Do you remember that video the day they quit? They're like, we quit our job. They turn like a whole thing.
I remember that.
You see Dev doing the same shit?
Pretty much.
I don't think Dev wants to put in the effort of putting a video together, and he quits. He's just gonna ghost. He's gonna be done.
No, it's just funny. Just funny to make them out that way.
He's gonna do the Colin Moriarty thing.
The vaudevillains.
He's gonna start his own thing. PSV me or some shit like that.
PSV me?
Damn. It's so fucking nerd.
Play one video game?
Yes.
POVG?
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna show up next week and tell us all about. Is it Ghost of Yogurt next week?
I think Ghost of Yogurt next week.
There you go. 10/2?
Yeah.
Let me see what day is that.
Okay. October 2nd.
Thursday. Because that's my first day of vacation, and
when you said 10/2 like that,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. And I only have this because of years of podcasting. I was like, what Final Fantasy bullshit is he about to talk about now? like, I wasn't thinking a date or an October. Like, it took me a minute. I'm not sure if that registered. I was like, 10/2. What is it? Oh, October. I get it.
Again, the only reason
I thought you were telling me there was another game releasing next week, something 10/2. And I was like, I swear to God, Snerts, what bullshit are you being put into now? All right. We'll catch everybody next week.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, 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 the edges.